previously in the GodBreaking, the tensions grow higher as the impending war is coming soon, and perhaps too quickly. Our group of heroes move to intercept an initial striking party sent out by Malconthet towards Mistrala. You guys got word of this quick-moving group of demons making their ways across the plains of Rapnesh, and moved to intercept them. Teleporting into range, you saw that Quigley had also rushed out ahead of you to engage this foe. You guys did battle with one of Malconthet's overseers, a devil by the name of Quinglan. He led behind him a pack of demon wraiths, and you guys battled there on the plains of, actually on the border of Rapnesh and Mistrala. It was a brutal fight that taxed you guys and pushed you to within to the very edge of your capabilities. And in the process, both Renly and Quigley fell. Renly, you were able to be revived. Deimos, with a true resurrection spell, brought you back from the land of the dead, and restored you to your mortal form. Quigley, on the other hand, was not so fortunate. That noble creature, that noble brutish creature, had finally fought his last battle, and he died there on the plains in front of you. As soon as that happened, Deimos, you contacted Tempest and saw that Tempest was wounded and was weak, and you performed a ritual, sacrificing offerings that would be pleasing to him, building an altar and burning up the tongues and the heads that you had pulled from Korgoth, and that soul energy, as it burst into flames and evaporated up into the sky, was your offering to Tempest. While that was happening, in the aftermath of the battle, Elwyn, you headed southwest or southeast towards Mistrala, trying to find out what the demon wraiths who had avoided you in battle and hadn't gone on ahead were up to. You did catch a glimpse of some of them to the east of town, of the encampment, where the West Vane army, it's actually the human army. It's a combined army of people from Hasselin and the survivors from Erelin was marching to, but was settling. So that's kind of where we left it. Elwyn, you are going back to the party you've gone back to your party to report to them. You guys know that the demons are on the move. You got a report of the great dragon, the great red dragon that flies over Kent's, the demon stronghold, flying off, breaking his pattern of flight and heading off to the east. And you also saw a large number of demons moving in Kent's, so this is Kent's up here, in Kent's, in position around a large tower-like structure with many facets and crystalline things that you don't really recognize or know the function of. Okay, that's kind of where we left it last week. Is the sword devil accidentally ate anything? I don't know.
The sword he was. Oh, sorry. I was doing cool things. The sword that we shoved in his mouth made him die. His sword.
Oh, you shoved his own sword into his face, right?
I thought you took it.
Oh yeah, we did, but I just didn't want if it was something or if it just disintegrated. Just not worry about it.
The sword, the actual sword itself.
Yeah.
You need to call up the mages and tell them that someone's coming to retire their diplomat.
Like, was it a packed weapon or something, or is it still there? And
it's there. It's a finely crafted sword.
Oh shit! I didn't even. Did I take anything from this dude from our?
You've already got enough to deal with those, Damus.
Okay, all the skill in using it was his.
Mm-hmm.
But we will put it down as a +4 greatsword. It's actually more like a katana or like a big samurai sword, but we'll call it a greatsword. I'll put one in your inventory. Other than that, it doesn't have any other powers. All its abilities that it had were actually his skill.
Ah.
His craft and how he wielded it.
His channel BOP.
And we have the soul currently bound?
No, he gave it to Tempest.
I thought you still had it.
Yeah,
I gave it to you to give it to. I gave it to you to give to Tempest,
Oh, okay, that's what happened.
so that Tempest could interrogate his ass, or do whatever he wanted to.
Cute. Anybody want a sword?
What would we do with it? Did you want to give it as a honeymoon gift? And I look towards Elwyn.
We could stick it in the ground and impale his ass on it.
I thought you ripped his head off already.
Oh, that's right, I did. I ripped him in two.
I say
You did, you shredded him.
somebody as a gift. Somebody will want it.
No, I took his head and put it on something. I do remember that. Took the dude's head and put it on something.
Out of all of our companions, like our allies who have recently been in contact, especially through dealing with Krigashard, was there anybody who wielded a sword or a great sword?
Great sword?
Yeah,
Can I duct tape it to my staff?
You can, yeah, you can do that.
I picture, Elwyn duct taping it to his staff and then like falling over sideways because it's so heavy.
No, that's an actual weapon, yo. If you essentially put his sword on a staff, that's a legit weapon. I can't remember what it's called, but it is
It's called a sword taped to a staff.
No,
And
there's no.
It's not like he's proficient in it or has the strength to actually, keep it up, right? Very long.
Dude,
Yeah,
ask Eloise. I can keep it upright.
Alright. What do you guys want to do?
Use Mac.
Oh, some happy news, Midas. Happy news.
Yeah?
Guess whose character got laid last Tuesday?
Who? Gail? Gail, you got
Yeah,
your character got...
Yeah, she's really, really happy. She found a lord in Waterdeep, and yes, they had a lot of they had a very happy time. Yes.
What's your character in that game?
She's a Triton Paladin, Oath of Treachery reporter named April who works with a newspaper called Tomorrow's News Tonight, so TMNT, and she works with like Sliver, and there's like Leo and Raph
the
and all.
what is she like 500 years old like this character is?
No, she's young. She tends to hit things.
Oh,
and
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She's like the opposite.
She's the lowest lane of Waterdeep.
Okay. Because it should be your guys' goal to get Renly laid.
It already happened in a
That's
very
true.
wrong
That's
way.
true. That's true. This is true. It was a very deviant encounter.
Yes. Davis and I will never speak of it.
Hold on. Does it really count for her if all she did was tentacle him? Just saying.
I mean, like people, it's virginity is a concept. So I'm like, that counts as sex. Oh
I
God,
do
that
not
was
have
horrifying.
sexual relationships with that
tentacles
Deimos.
aren't octopus tentacles though aren't sexual organs, so technically.
I mean, it was definitely tentacle sex.
Technically, you didn't get none.
Tell that to the Japanese.
It was perfectly innocent until we started rolling.
All right.
Isn't it always?
The dice make you do things you don't want to do.
Very much so. Oh, and I will mention, I keep forgetting this, but I have a brooch of shielding. So in future, I will apply this to, Moonkin form, etc. Because I will be having the brooch on with my Cape of the Mountebank, because I keep forgetting these two things, and so I should probably not have died because of Gale Force Winds, but I now know resistance to force. Yeah, I was like, shit, why did I forget this all the time?
All right. What are you guys doing?
I need a rest.
What is happening with that army that's headed east? Like, how fast are they moving now that they don't have a sword wielder that's moving fast? And did we hear back from Elwyn, who found those
Elwyn has come
lines?
back and reported to you, yes.
Do you think that they will attack the armies right now, or we have some time before they do that?
I have no idea.
He told the army they were there. I'm sure they'll be fine. They got mages.
I look at you dubiously, Edith.
Did you see that fucking wing on the ground over there? I need a break.
No, remember most of those mages are back at Vestrine. I don't know if they've actually traveled to the army yet.
You say that like I should care.
Yes. Go weep about your wing. And then I turn around and I'm like sending to Vestrine to be like, hey, are there any mages in Mistrala right now? Hello? Is this working?
Okay. So you're asking
King. Oh my god, I forgot his name again. It doesn't help that it's unidentified map image above, so I can.
Let me. How do you identify it?
I'm not sure. There might be an ID thing.
Midas.
Yeah.
Stretch the picture out. It's hidden because the picture's so small. Stretch it to the
Oh,
right.
okay, there it is. Okay, there.
Hey, okay, King Tyrell. Yes. Okay. King Haas.
Tyrell Haas. All right. So you can see his name up there on the picture now.
Yep.
All right, good. I'll just have to do that for all the characters that you know. All right. So he answers. Hello.
Hello, Tyrell. We
Yes,
dealt
Riley.
with the super fast-moving army, but Elwyn has some word of some weird lion creature thingies that are now near their army. Did you send any of those mages over to the army?
My mages have been in the full time every waking hour, working on transporting my troops to Mistrala. They are all here.
Oh, okay. I will describe the lion thingies and what they do, and
Demon
ask
rates,
him
the
to
demons.
relate. Yeah, the demon rates, and ask him to relate to the mages in case they might have a plan as to how to best deal with them. Since it is an army, so they probably have strategies.
If they have any clerics or paladins in Mistrala, they should be fine.
They do. Yeah. Oh, I did send a number of paladins, along with the armed forces.
Yes, something that'll deal with demon rates. Yes.
Very good. I shall tell them to solidify their entrenchments. Do you know where they were?
I run over to Elwyn and I hold up the stone. Do you know where they were? Where exactly were they?
I'll describe that they were to the east of. Yeah, I'll point out to where
Very good.
they were.
I shall inform my generals of such.
Awesome. Does one of your generals have a sending stone on them, that they could inform us if things go pear-shaped?
I've never heard that before.
Pear-shaped.
Bend over.
Is that like a Canadian thing?
No,
Bend over.
Is that an Indian thing?
No, it's an
Pear-shaped?
online thing.
If you bend over, you go pear-shaped.
Is that what?
No!
Uh-huh. Take a pear and tilt it on its side. Looks like a person bent over.
What side?
There's a Wikipedia article for it, damn it.
Man, you guys, I think,
Pear-shaped.
need to get laid more often, because that's definitely not what it looks like.
It's an alternative for tits up.
Okay. But it's I guess it depends on the body type of the person you're with, Deimos.
Weird ass tits.
Yeah, that's some weird ass stuff. I mean, I don't know. I don't like.
Well, I suppose when you're bending over those rocks, it probably doesn't look all that appealing.
How'd I bend over rocks?
Tyrell says, "Well, yes, of course he does. You should have. You know him quite well. And he pushes the conference call button, and he says, "Darius, Prince Darius, our friends, our adventuring heroic friends, have told me of a danger near your encampment." And Darius responds, and Tyrell fills him in on the information of everything that happened.
Oh, Darius, by the way, do you use great swords? We have a +4 great sword available for you to use. It was one of the generals was using it, and he was using it really well. Is it something in your repertoire?
He looks up to you and says, "I have no need for a great sword at the moment. My father's sword is all the weapon I desire."
All right.
Hey, Renly, ask him where he's at.
Where are you at exactly? Because Elwyn, I think, might be able to make it over.
We're in Mistrala. I just arrived this morning with my own contingent of forces. We have solidified our positions here. We did receive word a short time ago of an invading force moving out across Rapnesh, so we've entrenched ourselves here. Quigley, that damned fool, rushed off. I tried to stop him.
Darius, stay there. I'll be there shortly.
Good. Very good.
Alright, so what did we do with Quigley?
He's still laying on the ground over there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Deimos, you want to go with me?
I will come along. I will transform into a tree and grab Quigley's body.
Okay.
Oh, no, wait. Yeah, no. All my other shapes are dead. So, okay, yeah.
Deimos, are you there?
Okay.
Deimos might
We
be
haven't
okay.
heard Deimos in a while. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was submitting up paper for school real fast.
No, that's fine.
I'm almost done. Sorry. Give me like.
So I don't have to like plane shift somewhere else and then plane shift to Mistralo. You can take us there directly.
Oh, yes. Do we have a tree nearby? I asked Darius to, like, point towards a tree.
You
pull
grew up
down
in
my
Mistrala.
pants.
Or you know. Renly, you know Mistrala really well, so you know of the
Awesome. If
landscape
there's a
once
tree
again.
nearby, I'll just do that through a different tree, so I may join.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll say that there's a tree enough nearby.
Yay! And
Okay.
transfer
I'm not
by
sure.
sound.
Hey,
There we go.
Hey,
Midas.
Deimos. Should we warn Adis of what's gonna happen when we tell Darius that he killed?
Oh, I'm not going.
I kind of.
That settles it then.
No, wait.
Let's go.
I was submitting the paper. I don't even know what's going on, guys.
And actually, technically speaking, I did not kill him.
Dr. Deimos. Get your
All right.
PhD in pain.
All right. So whenever you're ready, Renly.
Alrighty. I look towards everybody. I get ready my spell, and then I touch the tree, and yep, and we'll bring Quigley's body with me.
So everyone's going except Adis. Adis, you're gonna stay at the border.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the three of you plus Quigley's body transport via trees to the heart of Mistrala. This is not where the Silver Spire was. This is, so if you look at the map, you know the Silver Spire was right here. Right. You guys are more centrally located. The Silver Spire is kind of like it's a war zone. You know, the whole spire crumbled, and in that process, like the backlash of like magical energy has done all sorts of crazy things in the area, warped the terrain and like bent just the normal order of things. So the realm of where the spire was it's very different, very altered. I'll say it that way. So the army has taken place, set up camp sort of in the middle of Mistrala, northeast of where the spire was. You guys teleport there to a tree that's fairly centrally located, and you see the troops that have amassed there, about 10,000 troops, and more portaling, and you see the teleportation circles off a couple hundred yards away from you, and troops arrive in regular waves. Darius notices you and comes up, riding on a horse, looking very noble and regal. Behind him are several of his soldiers and his high-ranking officers, all decked out in regalia, kind of just following behind him. He's got about a half dozen men with him. He pulls up on his noble white stallion and he says, "Ah, I thought you'd be here. We have not had much word from the other forces, from the other armies gathering. It seems that people are taking their time. Our number is still several days out before our army here is complete. What news do you have?"
I will lower Quickly's body down from the branches and place it on the ground.
Okay. Darius pauses and, looking down at the lifeless body of his friend, and you know, Darius and Quickly had much history together. They were traveling companions. They fought many battles together. Quigley was the one who had gone back to Darius and helped you guys break the hold that Ejek, the Ashen King, had on Darius's mind. And then the two of you guys, all of you together, defended Ospium from Ejek's attack, and all the battles in between. Darius and Quigley and you have been allies and fought together at each other's sides, a bunch of different places along the way.
Yep.
He slides off his horse, lands at the ground, and moves quickly over to Quigley. The emotion on his face, and his hands go out to Quigley, and he looks at him, and he pauses, and he without looking at you guys, he says, "How did it happen?"
I'll tell him the story exactly how it happened. And I say, before he reacts, I ask him, "Do you have a way to communicate with the other commanders of the army without us, my group specifically, hearing about it?"
He thinks for a second. He says, Our mode of communication has been the devices that you handed to everyone. If I did have to reach out," he thinks for a second, he says, "the dwarven people were encamped near Westvane for quite some time, and when I sought refuge there, me and my people traveled through their lands. We stayed. They provided refuge for us as we fled from Erlin. The dwarves did. It was a time of joining of our communities, of friendship. Eloise and I have a mode of communication. It's rather simple, but I can contact her if I need."
Good. Now, if you can contact the rest, and look, us three, the three of us that came, Renly, Deimos, and me, and you and Quigley, we fought alongside for years.
Indeed.
Now, our new companion, I have, during the heat of battle, it could have been something that just happened, but he was captured by the enemy, and he was with them alone for a while. I don't know if he has been corrupted, or if he's working with them, if he's a double agent, and he's just pretending to work with us to see what our moves are going to be, but we need to keep him out of the loop.
Darius looks up at you. His left hand settling on the haft of his sheathed greatsword. He looks up at you and he says, "Are you saying that Quigley perished through some treachery?"
That could happen, but Darius, we cannot show our hand. If he is in line with the enemy, and the enemy doesn't know that we know this, we could use it to our advantage somehow. So this is not the time to strike. If it was treachery, there would be time for that. I just need us, since I trust you, I am telling you this. I need you to get us in communication with everybody without him knowing. Have our little secret alliance. And feed him false information. See if that makes it to the enemy. And then we will know for sure.
I understand. I will get some of my men working on it. Eloise, as I said, I can reach out to now. The others, Bartolomir, Thanes Vork, King Lothrelian and Prince Tyrell. Well, Prince Tyrell I can reach out to now, but the others will take a bit of time. But it can be
And
done.
believe me, whenever we figure out who was responsible for this, they will pay. And I will be there, and you will be there, and we shall take our revenge for our dear friend.
Understood. He says, he looks at quickly, he says, at least he died in battle. It is what he would have always wanted. He reaches over and he closes quickly his eyes with his hand, and he says, to the gods, my friend, to those whence you came. And he stands up. He looks at you all, the emotion clearing from his face.
I'm sorry, my friend.
He says, it was inevitable. This war is taking its toll upon us all. I'm sure that before this is all done, many of us will not live to see the morrow. He looks at you and he says, now, in Quigley's memory, it is upon us to win this battle. What do you know? What can we do to favor our chances? The enemy was moving in our direction. They know of our movement. Yes, we are still unprepared. The dwarves are still afoot. The elves have not arrived.
Do we have siege weapons?
Figure out the location of our armies. And as of now, the plan was to meet here in Mistrala. I will say that we are moving. What would be a logical place to move, to unite?
This was the original grounds, but if we need to retreat south, if our army moves southward from here, we would rendezvous with the dwarves more quickly. But the elves would have to divert their travel.
There is
in order to
a
meet us.
force heading to Oscaria, isn't there? Heading east.
They're coming from the east, so
They're
they
coming.
already, yeah. So they moved east to Oscaria and then south, I'm assuming. So what we should do is, the most logical thing was for us to retreat down into Osnesh. Let's feed that. Let's say that that's where we're going, but secretly get a hold of everyone and tell them that we're diverting our forces northeast into Oscaria, and we will attack heading west. That will be the real plan. But we will say, everybody is going to say that we are moving south into Osnesh. Does that make sense?
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're gonna tell everyone you're moving south, but you're really gonna go west or to the east.
To the northeast. So pretty much the way that the enemy forces, and since they made their way around Oscaria, and now they're like, you said that they're like right over here, like in these mountains.
So the pack that you saw a demon. So two things happened. One, you saw one of those demon wraiths that you fought along with, say, Quinlan. So there were 50 of them that were traveling with him. 10 of them fought against you guys, and 40 of them continued on. They went, if you look at the map, you saw one of them here, like right there, just east of the encampment. All right. The other thing that you know is that from Kent's, Zarabor, the dragon, the flame dragon, was moving east.
That's what I thought. I thought there was
Oh,
something
okay.
moving east from Kent's. And I'm worried about the demon wraiths, that they might be preparing something to like teleport or do something that will cause damage to the forces in Australia right now.
Yeah, either way, they're there. They're either scouts or they're preparing something. I think we should eliminate that threat. I don't think that they know that we know they're there.
Yeah. The other thing I was wondering about is perhaps we could take, if everyone isn't quite ready yet, if people are still on the move, whether it would be possible to take a small contingent of forces, like a strike force. There is a tower currently, or some kind of fortress in camps that people are converging on. In the morrow, I would like to ask the powers that be what the hell that is, but if there's any way for us to deal with that or get intel or do something about it, that might be worth it. But rather than waiting and finding out at the end that it's the doom of the world.
Darius says, "You know this, Renly. The only ones who would have any kind of idea of the arcane beyond your companions, you and your companions, are the mages of Mistrala. As for striking to the heart of Kents, that would be a suicide mission, but if it were absolutely necessary, I do have some men who would be willing."
It would not so much be an attack as it would be to get in. If we know that there's something in there that we need to deal with, to get in and get out. But where is Robin?
Robin is in Taswan. You guys left him down there with and told him you'd call him when you needed him.
Oh, was he in the midst of, like, dealing with love relationship stuff, and he said, like, yeah, he'd be busy, and that, yes, we
He's
should
banging
check
Maid
back
Marian.
He said call him when you needed him.
Okay. So yeah. So A, Mages of Mistrala. B, find some other way to find info on that tower. It was a tower, right?
It was kind of like a spire of sorts. It wasn't terribly tall. It was just something that it was some kind of structure that you didn't recognize.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I have one thing. Being on another plane. Would there be any kind of, being on a different plane that might know what the heck that thing is? I ask everybody.
I assume it would have to be... I assume a creature from hell would know. Or from the abyss.
Wasn't what's-his-face, working with Mephistopheles and Terry's saber?
He did have dealings with Mephistopheles. Yes.
But I'm wondering if I can contact the other plane and check with Mephistopheles if he might know what the hell this is.
Mephistopheles himself?
Yeah, this could be iffy, but if I'm mad for a while, that's fine. I'm old. It goes with the age. It's fine.
Hold on, let me see the spell. Contact other plane. Some other mysterious entity from another plane. I don't know if you can...
A demigod
identify...
or...
Can you... I don't know if you can identify the creature. Maybe.
Oh, okay, so I might not be able to contact them necessarily and know who I'm contacting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I might do it in any case and see my luck with it.
Okay.
Is there like a way to that we could help her channel it to get a little bit more direct or possibly a better guess at being the right guy?
Well, if you're trying to reach Mephistopheles, that's a whole nother can of worms. He's Lord of the 8th level of Hell. That's on the equivalent of being a very high-powered god.
Yeah, I don't think I have any way to contact him via ritual. Yeah.
You do know someone in hell.
Bigly. What's his name? The little red dude? Shit. Yeah.
Wait, who are you talking about?
No. Bisley. A little red dude, one big guy, one tiny guy. Totally into stuff.
Bane Whip? No. What was the fuck his name?
Your little demon friend from the train.
Oh, Blimlick?
Limlick.
Can we do a little Blimlick seance? We could probably summon Blimlick to tell us stuff.
All right, so Blimlick would be a lot easier to contact than Mephistopheles. I'll just put it that.
Oh,
I'll just say
I
that.
forgot. Yes, I will pick up the sending stone and be like, Antares, you there? You there, Antares? Antares. And I will wait in silence for a moment if he ever responds.
Roll a
Now,
d20.
are the sending stones like CB radios that everybody can hear, or like do you dial a number like
They're
the
like
cell
cell
No.
phones.
phone? Okay.
Yeah, I assumed I was like
Yeah.
dialing his number and like waiting for a response if he's available.
Yeah, they're like cell phones.
You're using the traditional ones.
No, not at all.
No.
No, traditional in like the ones
Yeah,
I'm
paired.
familiar with, it basically just uses the sending spell just over and
Yeah.
over back and forth between whatever stone you're contacting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
These
this
are,
is
these
very
are like,
much modified.
these are like they're like cell
2018.
phones. You can FaceTime and that kind of stuff.
Yes,
Nice.
and that is why we have dick pics.
You're welcome.
But yeah.
You should have. Let's see here. What's that fucking app? You should have Snapchatted those pics.
That's what I feel happened. But yes, so I'm trying to like call Antares and just see whether he responds or if I
Roll
get
a d20.
voicemail. Okay. I think he might hate me a bit less than certain others.
What do you want?
Did you hear about the tower spire thing that they're building in Kant? Is there any way to contact Mephistopheles to find out what the fuck that is and if it means the end of all of us?
He pauses for a second. He says, Mephistopheles and I aren't on regular speaking terms.
Would you have any idea of how to contact him, though?
He says, you don't want to go there.
Oh, okay.
Mephistopheles is not a creature you want to deal with. Believe me.
Alright, I'll pick a random demigod that might drive me insane.
He says, when do we attack?
Soon.
We'll let Darius catch you up on it. We have had some recent updates for you, and I will nod towards Darius.
He says, I've been waiting a long time. Weeks now. Ever since Shaylin died. You promised me an opportunity to get my vengeance.
Yeah, but
I turn towards Elvin and I kind of whisper, you know, when we plane shifted over to get Adis, we probably should have brought in Darius. But yes, no, we are definitely going. We just need to find out what the fuck this spire is. Yes, okay, I will call you back. The signal, it's oh, I'll call you
He
back.
says, my gun hand is getting twitchy. Make it quick.
don't
Can
drink
you-
so much
you-
caffeine.
Talk to you in the morning.
Okay. He disappears.
I will contact a random demigod.
Roll a d20.
Oh, but before I do that, what questions do we want to ask? Because I think I have 3 and it's a yes/no kind of thing. Up to 5 questions? Yes, no.
Roll a d20.
Oh, crap.
Okay. You sit down and you cast Contact Other Plane via ritual. This takes some time to channel. You kind of say, you excuse yourself from the group and go off on your own. You find a small clearing or small meadow with various wildlife and fauna around, even some various plants and herbs. You pick some of the prettier flowers, all of which you know by name, and arrange for yourself a circle on the ground. The colors in precise order of the flowers you set down in the center of the circle, and you close your eyes and you place your hands on the earth, digging them about an inch beneath the surface of the ground. So their hands are covered with dirt. And you sigh and you say, and you channel this spell, reaching out to the knowledge of the universe, reaching out to any being out there that would aid you and answer to you and respond to your call, something with greater knowledge than you. A few moments go by, and you feel your mind shifts a little bit, and you sense the presence of another being. You hear the voice say, "What do you want?"
I seek knowledge about a particular thing we have seen recently.
What is this thing?
I describe what we were told about the spire, in particular, in Kent.
Ask your questions then.
Is this a weapon of destruction?
In a way, yes.
Does it have a weakness that we can exploit to stop it?
Yes.
Do we have to go to it or be in touch with it or be near it to actually exploit this weakness or use this weakness?
It comes to you.
Crap.
Does the weakness start with the letter A?
Is there an individual who may be able to stop it, who we could contact or work with? An ally that we know.
I can help you stop it.
Who are you, by the way? It's nice to meet you. I'm Renly.
I have a bargain for you.
Do I feel like she is Fae? Like she is very, very Fae, and this will lead to horrifying problems later because I'm familiar with the Feywild.
Oh, she's absolutely Fae.
God.
Is she banging Feldorn?
Feldorn.
Nah.
Feldorn's head is cut off. You guys smashed his
Actually-
face when it was connected to. No, that was Balinar. Feldorn.
Isn't
Oh,
this
Remember
Feldorn's
he
still
went
the
to, like, to
Feywild.
the
Yeah, that's right.
Feywild?
That's right.
Isn't
Do
this
you
Yeah.
the chick
remember-
who-
He's like in a coma in the Feywild right now.
This is the
You
chick
know
that
what
ate
this
us.
is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If
That's
she's
what I
like
thought.
like the big Feywild, like the top dogs in the Feywild, are they like pretty much on par with gods in this universe? Do we know?
Yeah, they're up there.
They definitely have powers. And do I feel like she is familiar to me? Like having spent that time in the Feywild and having heard stories and all, do I feel like I might know her or of her?
Yeah. This is Queen Talise.
Hello,
She
Your
is-
Majesty.
She is Queen of the Fae, especially the Fae in this realm. She's the one who had dealings with Adis when Adis tried to reach out to her to contact her.
Okay.
But like most Fae, she drifts between planes. So she does have a presence in the Feywild, but mostly she is Queen of the Fae in this realm. She's the
Okay.
one that needed an eye from that took Adis's eye.
Okay.
So she's a friend then.
I'm my own eyes open wide when I see her, and I go, Your Majesty, I love what you have done with the Feywild. It's a shame I haven't been able to visit you yet, but it is good to meet you and see you in that order. You had a proposition.
Yes,
Oh my god.
I do.
That was good, dude.
Now, can Brenlin do a perception check to see if that eye looks familiar, like Ada's eyes?
Her eyes are not Ada's eyes. She
Is it
says,
poking out somewhere? Like, does she have it on a necklace or something? But no, moving on.
she says to you, give me a gift of great worth, and I will lend to you my fairies. Fairies who can help smite the demon kind. Make it good enough, and I myself may join.
Is there anything in particular you would enjoy or like? Something you had your eye on, or someone's eye on, Percy?
She says, an eye for a favor, a heart for much more.
Does it need to be ripped out of a body when it's given, or can it stay in the body? You know, just wondering.
I would have it in my hands,
I see.
but
Huh.
the timing of which, I'm not an impatient person. Your heart, or the promise of it.
Would this mean that you would wait until my end, or would you prefer my end to be hastened towards the delivering of this particular gift?
After my part of the bargain is complete, you must complete yours.
I see. I see. Now, I did have one final question, which was, if we have been dealing with the generals so far, and if we did find one incredibly powerful and were able to offer you the soul or the heart, whichever you may prefer, would that be a good option as well? You can practically see question marks above Redney's head at this moment.
I require a heart freely given, willingly given, not one taken by force.
I see. I see.
They're much less tasty that way.
You dine on them. I see. Okay. I am
Makes
going
sense.
to. I am going to definitely think about this and give it serious consideration, and I'm honestly
Renly.
serious about that.
You need my power.
Albrecht says, "You can have my heart."
Oh, but,
Renly, you know me. You know the power of the Feywild. You know you need me.
I do know that I need aid, but I do believe that my friends and my companions also need me. And if you were to take my heart, that would kind of get in the way of that. So, you know, we seem to be at a crossroads here. I would need to check in with them just to double check and see about, you know, options, you know, before they come and kill me themselves because I'm an idiot. So would you mind if I get back to you on that?
You may contact me once more, and once more only.
I nod, and I will give you my answer then.
She says, very good. A proof, a piece of proof of my goodwill. And she raises, and you see her eyes sparkle a little bit, and her hands, the fingers on her hand kind of flex a little. And off to the side, you see one of the flowers that you had placed on the ground begin to take root, and it begins to grow. And as it does, the the stem of the flower begins to extend and harden, and it begins to take shape and form. And as it does, you can see a small representation in like a miniature form as the flower just morphs and curves in on itself of the spire that the demons are gathering around, a representation of it.
And it says, "I am Groot."
Oh my god.
She says,
It's a
"I
flower,
know."
not a tree.
Just, Fae and demon have been enemies since the dawn of this world. I know them well. You may contact me once more with your answer.
I nod and bow as she vanishes. And then I run screaming back to everyone, going, "Guys!" with the stem thingamajig. Potential weapon of destruction. It comes to us, not the other way around.
Wait, like, what type of weapon?
Not really sure.
Is the weapon we can use or they're gonna use against us?
I feel like it will be used against us. Perhaps it's a rocket. Like, you remember the time you wanted to turn it and get a rocket and shoot yourself through? Maybe it's sort of like that, but I don't know.
About a gigantic man monster who could probably come hurtling towards us.
What do you think of this? And I show the spire in my hand.
What is it?
This is what it looks like, but bigger.
So can we like try to guess what it is?
Yeah, I mean, roll a what would this be? The odds. So,
Let's see, this is what I have.
so history.
Or
History. Yeah, and you need a nat 20.
Done.
Wow, just wow, people.
It was a 20. I just forgot to add the 0.
Oh, yeah. So wait, what does it look like? It just looks like a flower that's.
It looks
It's-
like the Eiffel Tower.
Sure. Something made out of stone and crystal.
Where's Felder when you need him to eat something?
Can we like sending stone Albrecht for, like, stonework?
You mean Kildrak?
Oh yeah,
Or
Kildrak, sorry. Albrecht was a dwarf though, right?
Yes. So is Kildrak.
Because I figured like they would both have, like, stone working proficiencies and stuff. As in,
He was before he offered his heart.
wait, what? Other people have offered hearts? I just got an offer for my heart. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh no, I meant like right now when I offered his heart in his.
Oh yes, speaking of like sacrifices and all, yes, has anyone met Talise? Because Queen Talise of the Fae, for she is very much how would I put it, interested in my heart willingly given, or someone else's heart willingly given. In which case we would have many allies, the Fae and the demons being mutual enemies. So what do you think of that, huh?
I think she's like sneakier and like weirdly same level as evil as the demons.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah. I can contact her one last time. I probably should put a pin on that and wait.
Yeah, she asked you for your heart, huh?
Yeah. Or one freely given.
Well, how can she have your heart when it's already owned by Deimos?
Valid point.
Wait, what? What happened? Wait,
Oh.
did we get married?
I don't think so. I just assume every lady likes me because I have huge muscles.
And I transform into you, and my muscles are buffer as you. I'm like, yes, very buff, very
I'm
shiny.
super confused. I don't know why I have a boner. This is the oddest thing ever. I'm gonna take a cold shower, guys.
All right, so that's. I don't think that's an option, really. Well, I don't think you should do it.
That's what I was feeling too.
It could help, but not enough for you to. Holy shit! Round 809. I just saw that. That's weird. Have you never reset the round counter?
No, I never have.
Oh my god!
It's been like that for years.
Well, look at that. Yeah, I don't think you should do it, Ranley. You're a lot more used to us here, and
That's what I thought. Like
Yeah.
as much as she wanted my heart, y'all wanted me around. That's what I told her. But I didn't reject her out of hand, but I wasn't sure if she would crush me like a bug. But we can read on that. Should we send for others and ask them if they've seen something like this? And I'm debating about a conference call with everybody.
Let's give Darius some time to spread the word before we do anything else.
All right.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do?
What did Batman say? That where was he gonna meet us, or where? What the fuck did he? I was like out for half of that conversation.
Oh, you mean Antarius? He is
Yeah.
going to meet us as soon as we are moving in, because he's been waiting weeks and he is impatient, and he might kill us if we don't get on with it.
Also, do we know when this weapon's coming?
I didn't check that. I probably should have, but I didn't.
Oh no biggie.
I feel like it might be pretty urgent, and even if you get a timeline, they might speed it up. So like the dragons in Mistrala did. So it might not be accurate.
All right. So while Darius contacts everyone, and we spread the word. Should we just go and like kill all those things that split off from the main thing, like the what do you call them? The shadow wraiths or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that would be
Wraiths.
good. Wait, is anyone out of spell slots? Elvin, are you out of spell slots?
I have all my cantrips left.
I have a spell that I would like to cast on 7th level because I'm running out of spell slots too, but I've never used it before, and I feel like this is a good time to use it for the first time.
Okay. Oh yeah, Elwin, you burned all yours on keeping your.
Yeah, for nothing.
Yeah.
That was like the worst idea ever.
But hey, at least
No, you
know
did a lot of
took it
damage.
down.
Oh yeah,
you
I did a
tons of
fuckload.
damage.
And so yes, Chrysalis, if he's willing, it's 10-minute casting time. It is an hour, but you get a sort of like what do you call it, long rest with it.
Oh, really?
Okay, one creature.
Yeah, a willing creature you touch.
So who are you
Bro,
touching?
let's. No, you know what? Actually, if you want to do that on Deimos to get his spell slots back, I'm cool with my cantrips, and then I have this cool thing called Sorcerer's Restoration that I regain all my sorcery points on a short rest.
Ooh, Demas, how many spell slots are you out?
I have a 5th, and then my 3rd's and under.
Yes, that sounds good. Then yeah, I'll do it on Demos because I'm sure he'll need them.
Yeah, because I can just cantrip the fuck out of everything.
Okay.
I could do it twice. I will be out of everything 6th and above, but it's not like I use my spells much in any case. Besides making tea. No, I
So
might
I'm
need it for transport via plants.
I mean,
Never mind.
the only thing I could use the spell slots for was to give me my mantle, and then to give you guys wings, and my Deimos tether, just like stuff like that, and teleporting.
Yeah, let's say that's last.
It's a long
7th level
rest.
for
Your all
rest.
your other abilities and your items reset also.
Oh really? Oh
Oh,
Yeah.
then
Would you both like it?
no, Deimos first, because then he'll get his shield and shit back, and then if you think you can spare it, you can do
Yeah,
me.
but you
it's-
have a way
don't-
more
I don't have to.
spells that are utility wise, like the plane shift and the what do you call it, the other stuff. So that would be good. So yeah, I'll burn my 2 7th levels and get them their rest.
Okay. All right. So over the course of the next hour, Alwyn.
Sweet. I'm just gonna burn these 2. Okay. So it only regains 1 per.
Deimos.
How did you do that, Midas?
You can pull up their individuals when you bring up their character sheet. You just right-click on the front page, and
okay.
There's a rest option. You can give
Oh,
individual
cool.
character
Sweet.
rests.
Nice. Thanks.
Okay. An hour goes by, and in that time, the sun has set, and the evening is well upon you. You guys emerge from the chrysalis that Renly has constructed around you, a thing of lattice work and silk that hardens quickly around you, and you guys feel like entrapped within. And you emerge from it fully rested, fully recovered. Everything that you have is restored, and your cheeks have a rosy glow.
Nice. Before we emerge from it and before it hardens, and we're like in this cocoon, and Deimos and I are like really close to each other, I'm gonna say cocoon fight, and then just start like wiggling. And
God! Oh my God!
I will pretend. Well, I'm the pretty little caterpillar, and I need to eat, and I'm gonna start inching towards him.
You know what? I will take my stick. I'll take Aurelian and kind of like golf it so that like I whack one of them on the side and they roll, and so they are like rolled over next to each other like 2 tiny cocoons. And I'm like, okay, fine, do it.
this was so much fun, Deimos. We should do it again.
Dude, it's like a sleepover. Hey, it's like sleepover race.
In the morning, I'm making waffles.
First one to wiggle really wins.
I mutter under my breath as I
tuck us
step on
in, Renly, and tell us a story.
I tell you about the brewing process of different types of tea. It'll definitely put you to sleep.
Oh shit, yeah, I'm out. Like a light.
Alright. Okay. Oh jeez, what did you link? For some reason I can't click Fantasy Ground links anymore. I don't know why.
Click on the little dragon.
Oh, and the dragon. Okay.
Yeah. It's a little bit in there. It's like a good 30 minutes and 30 seconds in there. But
30 seconds in.
This is almost what we're doing.
That is exactly what we're doing.
Why did you know? First of all, why did you have this in your mind?
Why would I not?
Why did you watch this before? Oh my goodness.
This is pretty spot on.
Yeah, I'm with Midas on this.
Holy crap. Why have you watched this before?
So the lady watches The Americans Got Talent. I remember walking by one day and this was on, and I was like, "This is Netflix."
Like, put that in the mind bank for later.
Yeah.
Use it.
Oh my goodness! I'm gonna use that in D&D. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So an hour later, you guys emerge and you guys have long rested, and the sun has set. As you guys are emerging, you're kind of gathering yourselves, cleaning off the silky shards, pieces of scrap from the cocoon, and a soldier comes rushing up to you. He says, "We have word from the east. Some of our scouts have spotted something of great disturbance. Says Prince Darius has requested your presence."
I am going to spend a 4th level spell slot to give Deimos some wings, and I will saddle up.
I'm gonna quickly touch. Oh, I got 4. So Adis can shape change, so he'll be good. He got HP for days. But I'll give me, Renly, and Ellen the Death Ward.
Okay. Go ahead and cast that out. Also, Adis, you guys haven't heard from Adis ever since you guys left him.
Oh, he's not here.
On the border. No, he's not there.
Oh, I thought he was with us.
No, I never went with you.
Oh, I don't know what's going on. I'm just sitting here.
I'm sorry, I got very distracted by the link, and I'm like, why did you do this? Why? And I'm going to try to bleach my brain. And yes, what were we doing? Because I wasn't paying attention whatsoever.
I'm a beautiful butterfly.
They came out of the chrysalis, fully rested and fully recovered. A soldier came up to you, telling you that Prince Darius has requested your presence because there's a disturbance to the east, and Adis is not there with you. He never came to Mistrala with you guys.
I know that Elvin had mentioned like he wanted to keep things close to the west, so I wasn't quite sure when he wanted to inform Adis that we were hitting that side in case of, in case there is a spy or something is going on that side. So, yep. I'll wait until Elvin comes out.
Yeah, let's go meet up with Darius, and then whatever he has to say, we'll make our decision then.
Okay.
And I'm gonna mount Deimos, and I'm gonna say, Eagle!
I will mention as we go that I'm totally hearing echoes. I do not know why. But okay, moving on. I do say that I just thought that Adis was being a bit of an asshole because he doesn't care about anything. But do you really think he's a spy, or he might have been, mind controlled in some way, and giving her the option of spying on us? Is that a thing?
He might just have not nice stuff, but deep down inside, I think he's just trying to know people. And,
I'm putting myself in her shoes. What would be the best thing to deal with this group that has given her so many fucking headaches and her master so many headaches, but implant someone within the group, and now it would be easier to use us against our own allies.
Shit.
But
so no, I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying that's what I would do if I was her.
I think he's too
and
stubborn
he might
to
not
fall
even
for
know it.
Oh no. Deimos is confused.
Now, I could be 100% complete wrong, but
I'm a butterfly.
I think, just that's what I would do if I was her. So.
I have a spell that can do that. It's a psychic kind of worm thing. It's called a mind worm, and it burrows into you, and you can kind of like spy on people with it. It's quite deadly.
Does it turn into a beautiful butterfly?
No butterflies! No butterflies! Enough of that!
But is there a way we can find out to get rid of it, or like stuff like that?
Well, this one is limited by time, but she could have done anything to him, and he wouldn't necessarily know.
Let's go meet Darius, and if he's managed to get the word out, then we can contact him, and we'll just go from there.
All right.
Good of you to come. He says, look to the east. And as you guys look in the night sky, there, over off in the distance, this is not the most flat of terrain, so there are some hills and stuff. But over above where you can see in the sky, there's sparks and dashes of greenish light that's reflecting off the clouds, off from the east.
I'm gonna turn Deimos and then turn him to the east because he's probably facing the wrong direction. And I'm gonna say over
directions. There. Oh yeah. Oh, this east. Sorry, I thought you meant Nordic Standard Time east.
Totally gonna fall for that one.
What's Nordic?
Don't worry about it. Okay, what is
Nordic in Oscaria?
Sure. You won't know about it, trust me.
He said,
why is it
Nordic.
Cloud? Yeah, why is the cloud all weird?
What's going on?
Darius says, we don't know, but we know it is of no natural occurrence. I've prepared an armed sortie to go investigate. I was wondering if you would be interested in accompanying.
Absolutely. Now, what's the word on the secret mission?
I was able to make contact with several of our allies. Specifically, as we discussed, Eloise, Tyrell, and Thane Zvorik. Bartolomir is with Zvorik right now, so he is also within reach. Lothrelian seems beyond our grasp for the moment.
Okay. Well, we're about to contact our friend. So, just to give you a heads up.
Understood. We had to resort to more primitive means. These devices that you gave us are quite advanced in their communication power. All we have are the ability through sending messages and shared parchment.
So he's like my grandma with a smartphone.
If they're not using the stones that you gave, because they don't want you said you didn't want them to use the stones, so
Then
the
they're
other methods they have
pre-industrial
are-
revolution.
yeah.
I'm good with that. Keep the work up, Darius. And, alright. Remember,
We leave in but moments.
quell your rage. We still don't know that he is at fault. It's just but a precaution.
Okay. So what are you doing?
Remley, can you contact Adius? Adus?
And I start, dialing up on the sending stone.
The cell phone
Okay.
you're trying to reach is currently not accepting calls. Please try again later.
You're totally in the different plane. He's not answering.
No, it's not even connecting.
Yeah, I don't know that. I do not know how that works. So I'm just like, he's
Oh,
not answering.
that would be up to Midas.
And I go like, and I lift up
you
the
guys
stone
have made
towards-
calls from inside the mansions before.
Yeah, but there's something
that's okay.
else. Remember? There's a barrier in the way.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not able to reach him.
Alrighty. I shrug.
So, what do you say?
And I hold up the sending stone, and you hear the beep, beep, beep. This person you are trying to respond, and I'm like, it's not working.
Oh. Might be as we have feared, friends. But alas, we have some demons shit to destroy.
I will nod.
I'm gonna saddle up on my mount, and I'm gonna whip it in the butt. Onward, Deimos.
Midas,
Wait. Can I
Yeah.
buy a donkey?
to not sleep for the night, you take a poison of exhaustion, right?
Yes.
What are the chances I can get a celestial overgod donkey?
A
It's called
donkey.
the unicorn.
Philip?
It's called the unicorn.
Philip. No. The Philip. It's like a unicorn times 47 and 100.
As long
Just
as
like-
it has a CR less than 9 or less, I can make you one.
No. He's
Oh, no.
like what's up?
500.
Yeah. What would I like? I wouldn't say like the top guy, but at least a greater guy.
Oh no, I'm not force marching. It's just not going to sleep for the night.
So you're trying to buy this from somebody, or what? How are you
I'm
trying to
just-
find this donkey?
I'm summoning him from Alex's Friday game.
Don't you have a
Right.
conjure creature spell?
Remember you said that was okay, Midas?
Midas, you assured
last-
me this is okay.
Yeah,
Let's
remember
freeze him.
when you were drinking?
Yeah, I'll actually just make the character sheet and I'll just approve it myself with Elwyn. Don't worry about
Give me a character sheet. Give me a character sheet, and I'll take a look at it.
it. You don't even. I'm just joking. Got a paladin donkey.
I'm fine with cross game.
No, trust me. In this game, you are not okay with Philip. He's a bad
All right,
boy.
I don't know what Philip is, but okay. Okay. You see Darius and his strike force saddled up on horseback. They're about to head out. They have provided you with several mounts as well, if you guys want to use them.
I will turn into a wind elemental.
Okay, so you don't.
Oh
need
wait,
one.
no. I might need to turn into a different wind elemental since I think I died. No, I didn't. Yeah, I saw the shape.
Okay.
So yeah, that should be fast enough.
You guys start heading out. Okay. You guys start traveling to the east. A few minutes go by, you know, in the order of 15-20 minutes, as you guys head towards the greenish magical distortion. And as you begin to crest over the rise, you see, looking down in the valley. Let me see if I can draw this. Okay. So in front of you, you see a small version, a jagged version of this spire. It's like that. It's got floating crystals around it, like that.
They totally
that floating
transported the thing over there. Oh god, it comes to you.
It's smaller.
Oh god.
It's smaller. It's smaller than the one that
Also,
is
it's
in-
becoming a network. Oh, wonderful.
Okay. And around it are these demon race that you recognize. You know, demon race, all around it. Okay. The crystals around this spire are lighting up, and as they do, they're flashing with energy, and the light is bouncing. It's quite bright. You can still tell that quite a bit of power is flowing through this area, and quite a bit of energy is beginning to reflect off of the clouds and the surrounding mountains and that kind of stuff. Okay, so that's what you see as you guys approach. You guys are, you know, 300 yards away on horseback.
So, do you think it'll absorb whatever we throw at it and then reflect it back? Like it's like a charging device? Or.
Not if we break it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What do you think's the best way to break it? Smash? I miss Quigley.
What happened to Quigley?
Shut up.
All right, so these things are flying in the air. Is that what it was?
The wraiths are on the ground. They don't fly. The crystals
spire
and
thing.
the spire, yeah, they're just floating around it.
Before we move on, I'm going to cast Magical Deimos Tether, just in case we get separated.
Has it still been? Oh, it's been within like 8 hours of our last fight, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? What are you trying to do? Because you had that,
Oh,
that
no.
that long rest in between.
Oh, so how does that work then? Does it work with actually just for does it work for Renly or for me? Because the spell Renly cast on me, I just want to make sure if it's here or not.
Oh, foresight is off. It's
Okay,
yeah, it's
yeah.
gone.
Yeah, Foresight's gone.
Oh wait,
Foresight's gone.
wait, hold on. You mean the foresight? I cast foresight on you in the morning.
It's 8 hours.
Oh no,
or
I
it's
be
24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
it's 24. Wait, I'm not sure now. Let me double check.
8 hours.
Yeah. Because I cast it just before we went into battle, so it depends on how long that previous battle was ago.
Yeah, no, Foresight's gone. Foresight's gone.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Anything else
I
you guys are
really
doing?
wish we. Does anyone have earthquake?
Oh. Did someone say earthquake?
I did.
Someone say Meteor Swarm?
I'm worried that if you meteor swarm, it'll just absorb the energy. So I feel like, you know, having it get swallowed by the earth might be nicer.
What
But
if
I
we
don't
do-
know.
What if we do both?
Ooh.
Do you have anything, Renly?
I'm out of stuff that's 6 level or higher.
How about you just stay there and look good, girl?
I could. Or I could turn into, what was it? That thing, the earth thingamajig, and just, you know, sit on it.
I can give you euphoric ecstasy and have you have multiple orgasms back to back.
Thanks, but no thank you.
Okay.
I feel like that is for a
Putting it out
different
there.
day.
Just putting it out there.
Dude, that's gonna be Philip's girlfriend.
Deimos, look in Discord.
Okay.
The-
Oh shit! Here, Ada. Here, I think I might actually have some pictures of Philip.
Do you have-
Once Philip reaches celestial form, I'm gonna have this picture on there.
okay.
Oh my god.
Wait, did you link a picture of?
Wait, I don't see it.
Yeah.
I'm seeing
In
pictures.
Discord? In Discord.
No, yeah, the one Ada's posted that's going to be Philip's girlfriend, but I don't see anything
Oh.
that Anthony's posted. There it is. Oh, that's when Philip dressed himself like a wizard. They disguised
the
themselves
hell?
as a wizard. And that was
What the hell
Philip.
are you guys talking about?
This is Philip.
Oh,
The
okay.
celestial donkey, Midas.
Yeah, for real. Also, wait, this is him right now.
Philip the Celestial Donkey.
And
Does
then-
he talk? Does he talk and everything?
No.
Is he a smart
No,
donkey?
he cannot talk.
Yeah.
I think everybody
He has like
knows what he
a
wants.
bondage uniform too. Do you
Oh
have
wait,
that
wait, yeah. He gets real bad real fast.
one? This is
Yeah,
Anthony's character in my game.
Oh my god.
Wait, you play this donkey, or is it like a pet?
It was originally a pet, now it's the character.
What? Jeez, that's hilarious.
Also, when he's stealthing, here's the last one I'll put on there. They'll never even see him.
Game's fucking
Okay.
ridiculous.
All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Midas, would you be able to share what is it? 3 sheets with me from the thingamajig. It's from my list, but I don't remember what they do anymore.
Oh,
And
you
I'm
can't access them. You should be able to access them. You,
oh,
are you
these
looking
are
for...
no, these are 3 from the list that I had emailed. This is from the Tome of Beasts. So it's the
Which ones are
worm,
they?
and they're the, let me see. One of them is the elemental, and the other 2 are beasts.
The elemental locust.
No, I've typed them in the chat. So the Satak worm,
Oh.
Ichin Banog, and the Titan Noboa. I'm just trying to figure out, like, does any of them have like burrowing and like? Because I'm trying to figure out a way to help ruin structural integrity.
Okay.
I don't know what all you can
Did you see
change
that?
into, but some dragons do earth elementals.
Did that pop up for you?
That
Renly?
did pop up, yeah.
Okay,
I
press 1.
most of my list of shapes happened before we met the dragons, so I didn't update for dragons beyond. I think was it some basic stuff. So yeah, that popped up. It has a burrow, yes, and size.
Okay, there you go.
This one is a climb.
Oh, I guess earth elementals don't have burrow; they have earth glide.
Yeah.
Okay, how do I want to do this here? Okay. As you guys are approaching on horseback towards this spire or this construction of some kind, you do notice that these demon wraiths, that there are demon wraiths on the ground around it. 10 of them.
That's a cool picture.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see the spire begin to, the crystals around it begin to brighten up, and wisps of light begin to drop from it, hitting the ground.
I'm going.
And-
I'm going worm and burrowing under the thing.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. So, and as they do, glowing creatures begin to emerge from the spots where the droplets of energy hit the ground, and creatures begin to emerge from those places. This being one of them.
No, that's a large demon prince, man.
You fought one of these a few sessions ago.
I'm gonna tell him its name is stupid. Pazoglav.
Okay. All right, and creatures.
That's the
that
dude
accompany-
Damus has whose dick he has.
That's true. That's true. And you have several of them.
Oh, shit.
I mean, you have you see one of them come through, and you also see. Oh, I have these things. One of these guys come through.
One of the full size.
Oh, we had one of the dong. This is like the original dong that we got.
Yeah, it's actually, do either of these guys look like they have dongs?
You can't tell underneath their loincloths. Okay, but you guys are gathering what's happening. This spire is some kind of junction point that's allowing creatures to cross over from some other location.
Sounds a lot like the DM Overguard plates. What's it called? Shit, I forgot the game. Those Protoss though, and these rotating things you can summon.
Yeah.
Sounds like. Should I meteor swarm or should I dispel magic?
I
You
feel
talked
me-
me into it. Meteor swarm.
Yeah, I feel like me to swap.
While he's meteor swarming, I'm going to earthquake that bitch.
All right.
And
So
with
you
our
guys are
powers
rushing up.
combined.
With our powers combined,
Okay.
we will channel this through a dick.
I'm
Alright, one
underground
second
right
here.
now, getting ready.
1 second here, then. Okay, so this is what's coming out of the. So. And this is just the first droplets that fall from these crystals. Okay, so this is what you guys see at the base of the spire as the Baelor and these Soglavs come out. Okay,
Let's do this.
what are you guys gonna do? What are you guys doing?
Oh, we're just gonna wreck this fucking crystal and
Alright.
shit.
So everything is on the combat tracker. Where-
Can you drop me on the map so I can target?
Oh yeah, hold on. Okay. Okay, so you guys are on the map.
What's that thing that looks like my
It's
penis?
friendly.
Oh.
That's what your penis looks like. That's not a good thing.
not me personally, Elwin's.
The spice must flow, and that is what I say before I
Very
dig.
funny. Okay.
I'm underground. People, do your thing.
It's a range of. Oh, Meteor Swarms has a 1 mile range. Jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm underground.
I can catch everyone, right?
Yeah. In a Meteor Swarm. Go ahead.
And I will do some of the fonts of magic to give them Do I click disadvantage or do I click advantage to give them disadvantage? I think that should.
I think I click disadvantage, don't I? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think advantage on you would only give yourself advantage on attacks. It wouldn't work on them.
Okay, so yeah, if you can
Yeah, I
click
click-
disadvantage minus.
I click disadvantage and we'll see what happens. Did it work? No, it didn't work.
Anyone succeed?
Doesn't
Zero.
look like it.
Fail, 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 fail.
And what
Um,
about the tower thingamajig? Do we need to
Oh, it
roll
gets
for that, or
hit
is it?
Let me just check one thing, see if Baelors have.
Magic.
They don't have any legendary resistances. They do have magic resistance. So
And
if you gave them resistance,
what did it do?
It would counteract whatever. So everyone fails.
And the Bela rolled a 1 otherwise, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and all the ones should be 2s, but I can just do another sorcery point and reroll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So 7 rolls and mine is 7.
Okay.
Shit, I still rolled some ones.
And so 14.
14
More.
extra
So
damage.
14 extra damage. Okay. To all of them. Okay.
Also, so I guess all these fissures come out. I rolled a 5, so I got 5 fissures.
Okay.
I try to have them all kind of like overlap into like the base of this tower while hitting these guys. So I guess every guy's just gonna hit once, but if there's a buttload of fissures going through this tower, does the tower just get hit with every fissure that goes through it?
Sure.
Alright, so this is from all those Brotonios.
Oh, and you know what,
Dex.
Midas? They should take full damage because I have Elemental Adept.
That's
Unless
right.
they're
That's
immune.
right. So your total damage was 145. Okay.
One,
145 plus 14 is 159. Okay.
Unless they resisted the bludgeoning.
That's fine. Okay.
Not for those, but whatever the tower takes, like 250 points of damage.
Okay. So, as you guys crest over the hill, Darius is charging with his soldiers behind him. You guys are on horseback alongside him, and you guys channel your abilities. Elwyn, describe what it looks like when you cast Meteor Swarm.
It looks...
You're muted.
Hello?
We heard it looks and then silence.
Yeah, you went.
It looks like... Yeah, I muted myself, sorry. It looks like enormous, giant, penis-sized, penis-shaped meteors just come crashing down all around the tower, and a few of them try to penetrate the tower, but I don't know what happens on those. But everything else explodes, and they all yell, "Oh my god, not in the butt!"
Why?
Deimos, you cast Earthquake, and as the meteor falls, you can see the ground beneath the area begin to crack and split as fragments of stone break forth from the ground and strike at the creatures all around. So all the demons and everything in the area are greatly injured and wounded. A lot of the wraiths themselves fall to the conflagration and the sheer outpouring of damage, and you see several of them beginning to drop.
Did any of them fail their dex save and fall into any fissures?
Put prone on the ones that failed.
The demons and let's see here, the Baylor
and then some
they
wraiths
fly,
Yeah, they'd be fine.
so they don't really fall prone. But the Baylor and the Soglaves fly. Okay, all right, and that's your charging, your opening story, and your group begins to charge in. The demons quickly look towards you, and the Baylor takes flight, and so do the Soglavs. They launch off into the air. The Wraiths, the remaining ones who are greatly wounded, they don't really do anything else. Okay, everybody,
Oh, I forgot. Hold on. I'm gonna say, like, right after, I'm just gonna whisper, "You're pregnant."
Oh, the ones that actually failed their dex save and took the damage are knocked prone because of the structure, because of the debris from the structure itself, and buried in the rubble, requiring a DC 20 athletics check to escape.
Okay, is that what your worm did?
Oh no, that's the earthquake. It has two abilities: fissures and
Okay.
structures.
Twinsies, Deimos.
Ooh,
Okay.
baby.
So we'll say the wraiths down there are covered in rubble, the ones on the ground.
Awesome.
Okay. So what are you guys doing now? So actually, roll initiative.
Yes, I am underground and I'm heading over to the structure. I don't know.
Okay.
How that would work.
I'm
but
just
yeah.
keeping the earthquake up because it does a decent amount of damage. It's like what, 250 every turn. Just the structure.
Yeah, it's a good amount of damage on structure. It's like 50 damage to any structure in contact with the ground.
Okay. Okay. You guys roll initiative. 10 for Renly.
Yup.
Okay.
Hold on, I think mine
Top-
should this structure damage too.
Yes. The structure is, you can see significant damage to the exterior of the structure and the foundation of it. Part of it is cracked, like you can see a crack going up the side of it here, and pieces of it breaking off. Okay. The wraiths move first. You see a couple of these things break out from the ground beneath. This demon Soglav dashes over in your direction as he lands right about here. He targets you guys at the edge of his range. We'll say, Deimos, you need to make a... Okay, so a beam emits from its eye, its single eye, and it comes blasting out towards you. You get knocked off of your horse, and you get thrown back 20 feet in the opposite direction. So you and Elwyn, since Elwyn's riding on you, 20 feet plus the fall from the horse, you guys both take 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh no, I can't control Deimos.
Alright, you guys both take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as you land. And then Deimos, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
You want me to roll, or can I just say I passed it?
You failed. Ha!
No, I'm sure I said I passed it.
Why'd you pass it?
Oh, I just want to pass it.
No, so you're knocked prone, and you look up and you can see that your shadow is there on the ground, standing 20 feet in front of you, the place where you were hit by the beam, contacted by the beam. It is now just, you see a shadow that looks basically your shape and size, and you look at the ground and you're not casting a shadow anymore. Okay. See if that's actually a creature in here.
I think I just fixed my stealth problem.
What do you think it'll feel if you have sex with your own shadow?
Really good. He's gonna find out.
Okay.
Hope you better to learn, Shadow Deimos. You do this the easy
Unfortunately, this
way
thing
or
doesn't
the hard
have a...
way.
I have a token for this thing? Let's see if I have a token real quick. Alright, so that happens. Deimos, it's your turn.
Alright. Just double checking with Earthquake. I think it just keeps happening while I'm concentrating. Yeah, so that stuff just happens while I'm concentrating. Just more wraith stuff. And then another 250 to the whatever structure thing is. And then I'm going to walk up to my shadow.
Okay, so here's the shadow. It's on the map.
Okay. And so do I think it's like a creature now, or like it's just like a shadow entity type of thing?
It's a shadowy entity. I mean, it's got movement of its own. As you move up to it, you can see that it has some intelligence to it.
Okay. So it was like right. Okay. I'm going to at that point. Oh shit.
This got weirder, guys. I don't know what to do to my own shadow. Do I die if I lose my shadow? I watched a TV show on that once.
Oh, the Magicians? You watch the Magicians?
Oh,
don't even-
magicians.
Honestly, don't even know where I heard it. I don't even know if I watched it or some roommate was watching it at a certain point. Sorry, I was caught off guard by this. So I'm just going to is this shadow thing? I'm gonna try a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll work. It most likely won't. But I'm going to try to emit light from myself by casting a Turn Undead. I don't know if it will do anything,
It's like the most like I'm assuming just like radiant, dispelling like shadow light stuff around me that I can do right now. Puff away some
Okay.
smoke and some undead butterinums.
Let's see here. So turn undead. Let me just read this thing real quick. Creature has- Okay. Okay. You cast Turn Undead on it. It is effective. So let's see, what does Turn Undead do?
I think I just gotta have him make a save, which will probably pass, but
You gain the ability to channel divine energy from a deity. You present your holy symbol and speak a prayer censuring the undead. Each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet makes a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. A turn creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to space within 30 feet of you, so it's like it's frightened. It also can't take reactions.
Mhm.
For its action, it can only dash to try to escape. Alright. So you cast Turn Undead on it. So, I need you to roll the, it has your stats. So go ahead and roll the DC. The Wisdom saving throw.
okay, dokie. So he's gonna get a plus
Plus
6.
Bazillion.
Plus 6. Oh wait, it's a save. We'll do it after. I'll just do it on this dude, and we'll just retroactively. So 9 plus.
So you
wisdom.
need a DC 20. So you go ahead and make your,
I passed.
okay,
it.
yeah.
Guys, this guy's insane. His wisdom is top notch. I don't know where the fuck this shadow guy is. I did not think this through.
Okay,
Well,
anything
he
else?
barely made it.
Nope, I don't think I did anything else.
Alright. It is Elwin's turn, or Elwin's AFK. So while it's happening, the Baylor launches up into the air. And you recognize these Baylors. You guys fought them in hell when you were trying to rescue Elwin from his state of being dead. Oh yeah, I remember these guys. These are my enhanced Baylors. He's gonna fly over. All he sees is you guys and Darius and the army. So you see him reach up and
Alright, sorry guys, I'm back. Oh, my turn.
yeah. Well, you and the Baylor have the same initiative, so the Baylor is going.
Okay.
Doesn't have melee attack. Melee attack. Don't they have a beam? I thought they had a fire attack. I guess just
I
the
think
whip.
they can
Oh,
cast
whip-
Fireball.
Oh, that's right. And also their whip is 30 feet. Okay. Yeah, so the Baylor flies up into the air, and you can see his fireball launch out from where he is. It lands near you guys. A lot of several of you dash out of the way, but many of the troops that came along with Darius are consumed in the fire. All right, Elwin, your turn.
Okay. Alright. Number 1, I'm going to cast my mantle on myself.
Okay.
And then I shall quicken a firebolt on that stupid Baylor.
Okay. Hit, miss, crit.
Ah, I forgot to add. Alright, here's the other one, and let me go ahead and do... Seven, 8.
Another-
I'm missing
another-
4 D10.
Yeah, 4. It's another 32. Okay.
I don't think they're used to fire being this painful for them.
Yeah, he's shocked as these bolts of energy hit him, and he feels the pain, and it's a disorienting effect for him.
I'm gonna say, "Give me that dick," and then think twice about what I said.
All right. The wraiths make their way up out of the ground. The Soglab is going to the Soglav here is going to fly over in this direction, and they can cast. What's the shadow door? Has ability to travel between shadows. Ah. Okay, that's how it is. He darts behind here, behind the pillar, and vanishes in the shadows behind the pillar. And you see him emerge, Deimos, pouring out of the shadow of yourself in front of you. That's how it works.
Holy guacamole. This guy just hit a
And then he's going to attack you. 3 attacks.
I'm gonna break your face.
1, 2, 3. And Deimos. Hit, hit, hit! Suck a bitch.
Yeah.
Suck a bitch.
What? Yeah, wait, I don't want to suck it. Put that dick away. Oh, shit.
Alright. Now it's the Shadow Phase turn. Okay, the Shadow Fae is going to reach over at you, Deimos, and is going to attack you. Let's see here. What's your... So you have a plus 19 to attack. Alright, here it comes.
Now, does he get like the some following magic items and whatnot?
No. No, he just has your basic stats.
Oh, okay. If it matters, the plus is from also the fist. I mean, I think he would hit regardless, but
He has a basic hit.
Ugh.
Alright, so he hits you.
Sounds
You only take this much damage, but what happens is its hand just shoves straight through, and like it just passes through your breastplate and into your chest, and you can all of a sudden you can feel your torso growing cold, and you feel this invading will trying to basically contest with your own mind for your body. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Okay. Against its wisdom saving throw.
Hey Deimos, you're not using the
Which
cloak
is
I
your
lent
stats?
you that my dragon god gave me when we were like in 6th level?
yeah, I have been, but it's like hard. I don't know. 'Cause, you know, the big creatures disadvantage hits.
Alright, so
Well, if
you
you're not
guys have,
using it,
you
I
guys-
have an attunement slot.
Oh yeah, you can take it. I just feel bad always having disadvantage on. Now.
you guys have the same stats, so you outrolled it that time. Alright, Renly, your turn.
Alrighty, I'm using all my movement to get you as a burrow, and then I am going to transform into the elemental locust because it has a 5 freaking move speed and I'm finding here. So I am underground, elemental locust instead of attack worm, and I am going to kind of like slam into the tower, and basically
Okay.
I'm slamming into this area here, over there. So I'm kind of basically doing a kind of like timber kind of thing. So
Okay.
let's see if I can attack. And I'm using my boon of Biffin if I can do that. I think, let me double check if that, I do double damage to objects and structures. So
Okay.
let's roll my d12.
Plus elemental
11.
locust attack.
Yes, and so
Alright.
that will be 220 damage if it connects. Oh, I don't have the sheet for elemental locust, and I'll pop
Holy
it up.
shit.
Plus the attack. Where
Yeah, she has a really good boon
Oh,
of
there we are.
Finzor.
That was the surprise bit where I was like, "Oh, shiny!" So let's do that. And so my attack is here. It does 2 slams.
They both hit.
Oh,
Oh,
crit
crit.
on that.
Oh man.
Is that double the damage? And
I
here
don't
am only
know.
doing like 40 points per attack.
And he had another hit, so go ahead and roll. Alright, so
And
53
then
plus
the
43, 96.
220. I don't know if the
Plus
220 gets
110,
doubled because of crit, but yeah.
196, 206, doubled, 412 damage to the no, more than that, 400, 500 and jeez, 220. Oh, it's 220, not that's right. That's 412 damage to the tower. On top of the damage that you guys already did, you see the tower break apart, and you see the so it's not terribly large. This thing is about 30 feet tall, compared to the spire and that you saw in the vision, which was like triple the size. The thing breaks apart and begins to crumble down to the ground. Right, so large chunks of it are falling off.
And the idea is that, like, when doing that, like, you know, it'll fall in this direction over here towards everything that just got unburied, so that they get reburied.
Okay.
And then I'm like
Yeah.
chilling under the earth. Done.
Yeah, demon wraiths get crushed again by the falling stuff. They were already greatly wounded. The demon wraiths die. Okay.
Yay! Awesome. And that
The
is
tower
my
has
turn. I used
collapsed.
Everything.
Very good. You guys destroyed it. Okay. Back up to the top of the initiative. This Soglav is going to rush in this way. We'll target you, Elwyn.
Okay.
Also, El, whenever I stuck that the cloak back in there for you.
And here are the bite attacks. Hit.
I'll shield only one. Oh, 2 of them will hit.
2 of them?
Mhm.
2 will hit, or 2 will be shielded?
2 will hit. God damn it. Dang, I wouldn't think. I don't think I'll survive a 3rd hit. Nope, I would not have.
Jeez.
Dan, what's your turn?
Oof.
One of these things is taking big crunching bites out of Elwyn on your back. You have a shadow of yourself, like with its fist in your chest, contending with you, and another of these Soglavs is to your other side, taking swings at you.
I'm gonna start emitting some serious light as I go Super Deimos version 1. With that extra thing, I'm gonna try to grab this demon has of blah blah blah. Just by his like head neck area. Try to pull that bitch in, just his head in a little bit.
Okay.
And then Deimos is gonna try something.
Which one, number 1 or number 2?
So number 1, the one who was attacking me.
So this is contested athletics. Alright, you win.
Alright, try to pull him closer. I just want to see what would happen for this, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to, so it will last for the next turn, so I'm not using my reaction, I use my bonus action. I'm going to bubble. I'm going to see if it, like, slices shit off.
Oh, as you're holding it?
Yeah. And that the
Because-
Shadow Dude's, like, hand is, like, in me. I want to see if just stuff gets ripped apart as, like, my shield goes, like, up and goes... I don't know. I've never tried it before.
Huh.
Think of, like, Stargate here. And I'm sticking to that story, but if not, I can totally understand it. But I'm just like, dire situation, guys.
Alright, yeah, the things get blasted out away from you. They get repelled. They do take a great deal of force energy in the process. Go ahead and roll. This will basically be the damage of your unarmed attack against both of them.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry,
hell's
I
that?
pulled the wrong one. Let me
Dime
heal him.
best
That's for
puncher
if I
right
do
now.
Super punch.
Dime best
Yeah.
puncher right now.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Let me do that. And then also, Elwyn, just as a heads up, wait, can we swing outside the shield? Yeah, we could. Never mind. All right, that's me.
Alright, so they get blasted backwards. They don't get their limbs amputated, but you do manage to repulse the Shadow Fae creature from you. Now, was that the normal bubble or the reaction bubble?
So that's the normal bubble.
Okay, so
Oh,
Elwyn
it's
gets
my turn,
punted
so-
away from you too.
Oh no, isn't he within me? I gotta add one more creature.
I can
That's,
be
that's
if
the
you want
reaction.
me
Only,
to.
Oh no.
only the reaction is one other creature. The bonus action one, the normal bubble that lasts a whole turn, is just you.
Oh shit, that fucked up, guys. I will also.
Do I take that damage too?
No, bro.
No.
No, bro.
No, it's fine.
Would Demon number 2 do it? Because he was like right next to me. Push him over away.
No, he
We'll
was
see.
attacking Elwyn. He's attacking
All right,
Elwyn. All right.
I want to make sure this demon, as I show him the dick that I'm using as a scarf, and I wink towards him. I'm getting his attention, guys.
Elwyn, your turn.
I'll move back to Deimos and hold my staff over his head and just do some Staff of the Dragonkin stuff on these dudes.
Okay. 2 fails and a success.
Really? I will go ahead and re-roll all those too.
Alright. The 1s and 2s?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just the ones.
Okay. So 11 extra damage. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then for my real action, I will quicken a firebolt against the Shadow Fae that was trying to steal Deimos' heart. I say, that is mine, motherfucker.
Okay.
Alright, it's done.
And as you do that, the shadow just bursts and gets consumed in your flames and evaporates back. And as that happens, Deimos, you can see, you look on the ground, you are now casting a shadow again.
Oh, damn it. I'm not stealth anymore, guys. This is some bullshit.
Alright. The Baelor flutters down, just landing in the area. Deimos, you are currently bubbled, right?
Buck me up, Baelor, but you can't hit me. Come on, bro. Don't be dumb like that. Just try to hit my bubble. That's too weak.
Baelors have a 20 intelligence, so they
Yeah, he doesn't know what my bubble is. I'm telling him what. I've been like, hey, I'll chop your brother's dick off, like for real.
Oh shit,
Like,
does that mean
really.
I can't get back on Deimos? Like I'm stuck like outside the bubble?
You are, yes.
Oh, okay.
He's smarter than everybody in the party except for Edith. Oh my god, that Baelor.
Deimos, I keep knocking, but I can't come in.
I'm trying to let you win, and I don't even know.
Elwyn, the flaming whip comes lashing out at you.
That.
Alright, it makes 2 attacks, one with its longsword, one with its whip. You missed it misses the first one. What's your AC now?
It is, I put it on me, it's 20... Whoa, it's supposed to be 29.
Okay.
Hold on. Oh no, 25. 26, sorry.
Okay, here comes the longsword.
No, I will.
Jeez!
I will reaction. Roll my bubble in front of it.
I'm gonna say,
You can't do that.
I got death.
I know.
Death ward,
Wait, hold on, wait, you can only use it once. You can only use it once, can't you? It's either or,
no,
isn't
no.
it? Let me see.
Oh no, I was joking. I was like trying to do the hamster balls. You see Deimos running like a hamster, trying to block this like sword.
Hold on, let me
Just
see.
double
So
checking
tier 1 of
something.
your... Yeah?
He's on the ground. He landed.
He landed, yes.
I am that square because I didn't want to make my square my token that big, but I'm 60 by
Okay.
60. I would
Okay.
like to use Sentinel on that.
Oh,
And
Okay.
if I connect, he will go prone. That seems
Okay.
to let you work.
alright, take your attack.
I'll just drop it on him. And it misses. Never mind. Moving on. It was pointless. Yes, I was
Oh, that was
excited
close.
for no
That was
reason.
close. It was a good try. Good try. So let's see. As a reaction, you may activate your divine
Oh,
shield, extend it, protects you with. All right. So bonus
No, I
action.
can't use it. I was just
Yeah,
trying to.
you already used it. You used it once.
Yeah.
All right. Elwyn gets crit.
Ha! Suck it, Baylor. I come down to 1 HP.
All right. And then you see him standing over you after the crit, and you're like reeling, Elwyn. You're barely staying conscious, and he reaches down between his pants, and you see him take a massive fistful of his own penis, and he says, "I got this right here for you. You wanted it."
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
All right. The demon, the Soglav, is going to, let's see, Deimos is still inside his bubble, so it's all coming at you, Elwyn. Alright, so you're making a dexterity saving throw.
Can you remove the unconscious for me, please?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, you also don't have your death ward anymore. Okay.
Call me Elwyn
you
the
succeed.
Tank.
You succeed the save, so you're just knocked backwards even further away, this direction. But you do not take, and you still have your shadow. Renly, your
Oh,
turn.
wait. Hold on. Let me check something.
Okay.
I just found something horrifying, which I should have realized a long time ago. But, Midas, I think you gave this to me a while back ago.
Okay, so it doesn't say if it's a reaction, if it's an action, or if it's anything. Can I pull
Yes.
Deimos to me? Within
Yeah.
inside his bubble?
Oh shit! Like pull me towards you, so I like knock this dude back that come towards you.
Ooh.
Like a yogi.
You know, I'll say if Deimos is willing.
Deimos is willing.
Come to me.
Normally the
Deimos.
bubble makes him completely impervious, but like since you guys have such a strong bond of affection
This
between you two.
tether is always there. This tether is like permanent magical tether. You are bonded.
Yeah, you keep casting it. We're gonna make it permanent.
Bro, I
That'd be
should have
really
thought
good.
about that sooner.
Dude, I'm gonna like ball this dude back in the head as I'm rolling by. Like no.
No,
Yes,
no,
Renly,
would
you-
a
that's-
20,
you have
would a
that.
25 have hit?
Yes, it would have.
God damn it. Okay, fine. At least I know now. And so since it is my turn, I will do that since it's on the ground. So let's do this. Time to roll. Here we are. I'm gonna do lightning damage to it for this one. And then I'm doing my boon. So that is
A total of 0 damage.
No, it's
Damn
4
it.
for damage to the Baylor. It's okay. I added it.
oops, crap. Yeah, sorry. Did I not target? Oh, I forgot to target that. Okay, yes.
It's okay. I got it.
And let me see. And there was something I was needing to do. Oh yeah, and it needs to do
You're
with.
targeting yourself.
Oh yeah, I don't have the icon actually on the map, so I'm
What's the
just
creature?
dragging and dropping.
How do you heal again? You hold control.
Yeah, you press control. And for the second one. Oh, and let me do my boon, which is here.
It hits.
And that's damage.
Plus
I should drop.
84.
And
Elemental
here-
locust. What's elemental locust have?
Oh no, that's because of my boon of Biffin. So I did that whole. I rolled the thingamajig,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
it was
yeah.
7,
you
so
rolled
I
it.
added that. Oh,
That's
let
right,
me
okay.
get rid of that additional because I think I did it twice, and there we go. And last thing is, oh, and he should be prone now. So yes. Unless
Okay.
I didn't
You knocked
reply
him down to
to
the
him.
ground. All right. So what happens is, as you guys, Elwin, as you pull Deimos away to you, you guys see the massive elemental locust just burst out from the ground. You get a dim understanding that this is really Renly, and this massive rock creature just slams a fist into the Baylor. The Baylor just crumbles underneath the weight of its blast.
Good, Renly. Good, Renly.
You hear
Alright.
rumbling.
Good, Renly. Good
All right,
streets.
so this is the locust here. The demons are going to turn on you, Renly, now that you've.
Alrighty. I am right under them. Yes.
Okay, and they're going to start swinging at you. Hits.
Everything will hit.
Deimos, your turn. Deimos
You might be muted.
or AFK.
I think Nikki's hitting him.
All right. Deimos. Not there.
You guys
Not
hear
there.
me?
All right. Yes. Okay. Now we hear you.
Yes, I rolled over my headphone. Deimos is. I'm on my bubble. Deimos, I'll spend my 8th level. Oh, I don't have that.
Your bubble goes away. Yeah.
I will go shit. Apparently, I gotta go super duper Deimos because shit's dire. 2's flying. The only one on the ground is Baylor, right?
Yes.
Alright, so making sure Elwyn's on my back. I'm gonna go straight towards the Baylor. Do a leaping Superman jump. And I'm gonna grab a fistful of pull that dick off. So I will punch the dick.
Hits.
I forgot. I got super put everything. And then the next one. Oh, super duper cool.
You get 3, don't you? Because you're.
Yeah, which I never actually use. and then as my last one, I'll use my thing to pretty much like grab a hold of it, just start pulling it.
Only Deimos would give a demon a hand job.
We did this before. I know it works. We're gonna rip this bitch off.
That's their weak spot.
Turn him back into an imp.
Oh! He smacks you off of it. He says, "No, this is only for the elf." All right, that one your turn.
And then, sorry, last thing, I'll just activate my.
Go ahead.
Sky Swell. Sorry, then that's it. I'll just do it again.
All right.
Yeah, you can do the healing and stuff.
Well, the elf's got something for you. So I'm gonna cast Elwyn's Super Firebolt. Whoa.
1 hits, 1 miss. Wait, why are you at disadvantage?
I have no idea.
Are you?
Charm effect.
What effect do you have on you?
Oh, he's prone?
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he's prone.
Renly
He's
knocks him prone.
Okay. So. Shit. 2 misses.
Jeez.
And then I already spent my sorcery points to quicken, so here's 3 more.
I think he's thinking maybe you should stay on the ground.
3 hits.
3 hits.
And on the last one, I will use my boon of Ambrosia to do max damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna aim all of these at the base of the penis, where the body meets the
Oh
shit.
god.
Try to like burn that shit off.
Like this Baylor just
Yeah,
two dudes with like shit-eating grins, like just like right in front of him, just only going for the dick.
Yes.
So it blows his whole pelvis away, and the only thing left hanging there, is since he aimed for the base, is his large demon dong just flopping around on the ground still.
It is mine.
Okay.
I turned to most
these.
of these guys.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
I was like, yeah, no, I'm just making sure they know what's up next. It's either like this shitty like psychological like smile come towards them.
Okay, so the Soglavs, they look at each other and they see what's happening. They see this massive elemental locust, and they take to the air.
Wait, but were they on the ground?
No, they were in the air. They start flying higher.
Oh, okay, never mind.
That one flies away, so he's 120 feet in the air now. He dashes. Renly.
I'm just trying to check what my reach is as an elemental locust. I don't
Oh,
have the
yeah.
sheet anymore. It disappeared.
Hold on here. You would have attack of opportunity, yes. He was within range.
But if I connect, I would have swallowed, and I have a sentinel, so in any case, their movement becomes 0. And so let's do this. Here we are.
I'm gonna give a plus.
Hit.
Oh, it
That
hit!
hits.
Oh my god, yay.
Holy guacamole.
Alrighty, and here we are.
It's like, I guess if you're only wearing a loincloth, makes sense.
Oh no, if I'm yeah, okay, and so 0 movement, and that's about it, and you have the saving throw, and it is prone on the ground.
Alright, so you guys see the demon in the air begin to run away, and as it's flying up, a massive, like, stone, almost like a hand, like 2 rocks pincering, just fly up and slam it and catch it in between, and come pummeling it down to the ground. It just crunches down into the ground and being pinned by these massive rocks.
Let's see. Just be glad that she didn't turn into that in your night of passion, Deimos.
You hear rumbling, which sounds like,
What are you talking
stay
about?
down.
I don't know anything. What night are we talking about? I don't even that doesn't even ring a bell in my mind. Can't even tell me. It's crazy. I don't even
Yeah,
know.
if she had turned to that, it might have ruptured something. The other one is going to try to do the same thing as he runs away.
But you know what, Deimos?
I'm assuming he's not in range of anything.
If she had turned into that, she would have totally rocked your world.
It would have been the opposite of what that demon chick did to you.
You made
Instead
it.
of sealing all your holes shut, it would have like made them super wide open.
James would never be constipated again.
I forgot that happened. She
I
sealed
had a
all his
jetpack for a
orifices.
second.
Wait, I'm
Yeah.
confused. Did I get my turn or was it skipped?
Oh wait,
That
it
was
is your
by
turn. Yeah,
Sentinel.
okay. Sorry, your
Yeah,
turn.
okay.
Your turn. So this
Uh,
thing is still here. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, perfect. No, I'll focus on the one that's on the ground.
Well, he's slightly in the air. He's like 20 feet in the air. But you're,
Oh no, the one
well,
that I
enough to get-
made prone, wherever that one
Okay,
was.
yeah,
Um,
yes.
Yeah, that one's number 1. There we go. And I'm going to do my a boon 7, and so this is here we are.
Wait, what boon is this?
Boon of Biffins, or
Oh man, you got like what, extra damage or something?
yeah, I roll a d12 and multiply it by 10.
Oh, did you not take the stat boost and whatnot?
There was a stat boost. Oh wait, that one I
Hers-
think
hers
was
was different.
automatic.
Cool.
Hers was
Yeah,
different.
that is sweet. I would take that any day over any stat
That's-
boost.
Pretty sick.
There's this one, and this one I'm gonna do my 6d10
It
lightning
only applies
on
to
it.
her shapeshifted forms.
Yeah, otherwise I'm a tea drinking lady. Yes,
Lady, they said.
that's about it. For me. Oh wait,
More down and down innocent.
Oh, it's
gas
dead.
at the
Okay, good.
bar.
and that's my turn.
Oh,
Okay,
God,
so
dick.
as after the rock just slams into the ground, more boulders comes piling down her, and you see like demon goop just oozing out from underneath the rocks that have crushed it.
Is the dong
Yes,
salvageable?
100%. Please, because I need it for my next attack. I need it
There's
for my next
another
attack.
dong right there.
This other one starts flying away. All right,
I
actually,
smack
Riley, you have another reaction. You have another reaction since your turn went, so you get to attack.
I'll take a swing at it too.
Okay.
I'm gonna pretend I hit it.
All right, Riley, you grab it. Go and do the save. So it comes hurtling back down to the ground too, as this massive rock creature is just totally laying waste to these demons, pummeling
And
down
I'm
to the
like-
ground. Okay,
Bad puppy down, and that's about it.
yeah, it's gonna bite your hand while you're
Yes, it's prone, but it can totally bite me. And I might actually transform back. Oh wait, I didn't.
It'll
oh.
just get the one attack. Deimos, your turn. It used a lot of its action to try to dash, like half of its action, so I'll give it half of an attack.
In both of his hands, the weirdest thing, it's almost like he's Tempest because he's holding 2 spears. Oh wait, they're gigantic dicks.
Why are you
I'm
grabbing
gonna-
my penis, Deimos?
Oh shit, that's not the Baylor dick. I used it for the last one.
Get him. Oh, sorry about that, bro.
I can't tell the difference.
And then, so I'm gonna slam the first Baylor dick, just pierce it through try to just spear this guy, like fucking like pole vaulting, jump on this Superman land with a dick in it, pierce right through him.
Oh my god!
Because this is a rigor mortis dick, so it's like hard and shit.
TMI!
I don't know what I gotta roll, but I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Just roll your attacks. Oh jeez.
I told you that's what happens when you hit him with the Baylor dick. Oh wait. Oh, it's crazy. What's this other one on my other hand? Oh, it'd be a real shame. Real shame if you get hit with that.
You dropped a
you
one.
dead? I don't even care. Oh shit. Oh shit. I had one more attack, and you see I have
Oh
Ellen.
my gosh.
How'd that even get there? Oh my goodness. Elwin, what's going on?
I don't know, but somehow I'm in this demon's
Oh.
butt.
Oh, I accidentally shoved Elwin to finish finish him off.
Deimos, you
Yeah.
messed up on that last attack. You gotta redo it.
What happened?
It's an automatic crit.
What's the automatic crit?
He's unconscious,
unconscious.
and prone. It's an automatic crit.
Shit.
I'm like
Don't even
all
care.
deep in it then.
Oh my god.
That's the craziest thing that's ever happened, guys. Hey, Mr. Demon
He's
Man.
got a dick through his chest and a
You
dick
just
through
got
each eye.
impaled by dick. You got impaled by the dicks.
Please don't tell Eloise.
No,
I'm already in
Deimos,
And then I'm
Deimos,
gonna rip the dick off. Now I got 3 dick spears.
Deimos. I have this perfect visual I just thought of. You jumping up in the air, Spartan style, with a dick in each hand, one through each eye, and then as he's falling back, you spin him around and shove the other one up his ass.
That is pretty spot on to what happened. You just see this like look on Elwin's face. He's like, "Whoopsies."
So which one is Elwin in?
Elwin is in whatever hole he wants to be in right now. That fake crit damage.
Actually, you thought it was 3 dicks, but it's only 2, since mine went in his eye and out his butt.
We will now start. I will now actually start a fire and slowly rotate him down Elwin's dick as like he's a splint, and we're gonna cook him. Like a good old pig bro.
You hear a groan from under the ground that's like really, really wide and vast and deep, going.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I know that noise.
And Deimos starts running the opposite direction. I'm running like a fat kid who sees candy.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. So the spire has collapsed. You guys have defeated the demons that had managed to make their way through the
Rolling
portal.
ones.
Hey, I got him out of the way. All right.
So you can do like what is that? That's like 300 points of healing. All right.
Who wants a level 1 spell slot?
Okay, Adis. So this is at this point, you know, a good 8 to 10 hours have gone by since they left you. What do you want to
Okay.
do inside your
I'm gonna
magic?
spend as many hours as I can, up until the point where I would need to rest to not get a second level of exhaustion, doing what I said I was doing.
Okay, so you're gonna keep doing that for like the whole next day.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when those 2 spells wear off, I will cast them again because I have enough slots left to do it one more time.
Okay.
So I will mark those off.
All right. So what do you?
I am going to.
So there
Cleric
were
area.
10 of the wraiths here, 10 of the demon wraiths here.
What's
And you guys managed to take care of them with your attacks. Darius. He says. It seems to have been some sort of summoning device. I wonder if we were not the only ones that were the target of these attacks.
You think we should conference people in and check?
Out of curiosity, because I remember saying something at the beginning of the session, Renly, did you contact the elves? To tell them there was a big motor dragon coming to stomp their faces in and retire their diplomat?
No.
They were unreachable, I think.
Yeah.
That's what-
No, they were unreachable through Darius's means. You guys never tried to call them.
I just conferenced people in at some point regarding what was it? Oh no, we haven't
No, I
conferenced
mean
anyone yet.
before you guys teleported, I had asked Ridley to
No.
call them. Okay.
Wait,
Just
did we? Let me see.
No, you never contacted the elves.
Rebellion. No, we didn't contact the elves.
Sucks for them.
I mean, we had just that force moving east, right? That was the only thing we had.
No,
moving
the
eastwards.
dragon. We know
Which
the
dragon?
dragon's heading toward the elves. The big fire dragon that was over Kans.
That was the one moving east, right?
Yeah, toward the elves.
Yeah, that's the one we're already going to be moving towards.
Oh no, I was because I missed some stuff. I was wondering if you had ever called them. Because
No, I didn't call them. I was going to be conferencing people in, but Elwin said to wait, so I haven't done that yet.
Was like we didn't say it specifically, but before we I would have you're right. We wouldn't have contacted because I would have said, shh, let's not say shit in front
Exactly.
of me. Yeah.
But at this point, I believe it's time, and since Adis is anyway unreachable, I'm going to conference everybody in and be like, hey, what's up? I say in locust form. And so all they see is like rock everywhere saying hello.
Hey,
and then I like
Midas.
move the rock to people.
What are the chances that
Yes.
I'm out doing one of my particular tasks when she does this conference call?
Pretty high. I'll say that you guys can connect to each other while you're inside your mansion.
Okay.
Perfect. And so I'm going, guys, everybody. Ah, Adis, there you are. Okay, so everybody have your scenes, stuff like this, and I will transform or I'll move into the tower form and try to make that shape and be like, have your seen something like this? It has these crystals here. And oh, here's a mini version. I showed the mini version. Anyone dealing with crap like this?
That's when Elwin's new software hack, kicks in, and when she tries to show a picture, it's just another picture of my dick.
I believe that is what you inserted up Damo's rear while he was sleeping last night.
What? No, you see, it's like a spire. See, it's got a pointy end, and I'm touching the top end of it, and it just looks like a long time touching a dildo. And like you see these rocks moving around it, like trying to point. Like this is the pointy end. This is where the crystals are.
Stop it. I'm gonna shit myself.
I'm behind, in
Damon's-
the background, just like convulsing, pretending to have an orgasm.
I am very confused, and I'm legitimately trying to explain what the tower looks like, and I don't know why people are looking at me so funnily.
Based off her description, what are the
It's crying in
chances
the
I would-
corner.
What are the chances I've seen one before, given I spent 200 years in hell?
Oh, you would know what they were. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, you would know what they were.
Okay. What is it?
Yeah, so they're nexus points. They're tapping into their miniature versions of the primary nexus portal that takes demons from hell. That's transporting demons from hell up to heaven. There's much lesser versions of that. They are siphoning just a small. They're capable of siphoning just a small part of the stream, going from hell up to heaven, off as creature and pull creatures to wherever these smaller spires are located.
I won't say anything. I'll wait to see if anybody else does.
Oh, do we know if
After she's done explaining like what it looks like and everything, and the joke's been had, I'll drop the hack so everyone can see what she's talking about.
I am very earnest, and I'm like, you're just wondering why nobody's responding, and I keep repeating myself over and over again.
Okay. All right. So,
I have totally made a pile of crystals from the corner that I'm pointing to every now and again, like those with the crystals on it.
I'm high-fiving Deimos.
Oh my goodness. Did you see what she was just doing?
Bro, that was a fun fight.
Pretty cool. What are we gonna do with these dicks? Hey,
So you begin to make your
Terry's.
calls. All right. So I mean, this is to all the people that you have been associating with. Let's see. Is there anyone I'm missing? All right. So as you dial up the conference call and you start communicating with your allies around the continent, telling them to watch out for these spires. There are some more of these demon wraiths about, set out to siphon off this teleportation energy and summon massive amounts of powerful demons all over in different places. You assume that they're probably looking for strategic locations, since this was a pretty strategic location. If they had been able if they had had more time to put together a sizable force, it could have threatened the encampment at Mistrala. Oh wait, we're missing one.
I feel like the elf, Dr. Elian is missing, and we are missing a certain dude who used to ride Jamus and pee a lot. He still does that.
Is
2-3 women show up behind her.
it's a
I
trap.
know, but Eloise looks quite healthy, and like, you know, as beautiful as you've ever seen her, Elwyn. So you guys are starting to deliberate. The tables the time has moved on, so the things have advanced a little bit. In the meantime, as you guys communicate with these fellow leaders, you guys realize that the dwarves have continued on their way. You know, they're now in Taswan. The Dragonborn have arrived in the border of Rapnesh, near the border of Rapnesh. So they are like right here. Okay, and the Goliaths have moved over to meet them. So the Goliaths and the Dragonborn are on the western coast of Rapnesh. By now, a larger portion of Tyrell's army is in Mistrala. You're guessing about 2/3 of the army is in Mistrala. And
Hey, it's the douchebag.
all right. He says, as it's his turn to give his report, he looks at you all in a very, his very droll kind of annoyingly looking down, condescending tone. He says, "The elven fleet is set sail. We are in the air making our way to Rapnesh." He says, "Our force is formidable. We are the lords of the sky. We do not fear anything that is in our way. Just make haste before the elves take the victory."
Oh, by the way, there's a dragon, I think, or a group of things coming towards you from camps, directly to Oscaria.
A dragon, you say? We have
And I
ways
turn
to
towards
deal with the
everyone else.
dragon.
Oh, by the way, I am teleporting this item to Eloise.
Was it the dick?
No. I put a
Okay.
picture of it in Discord.
I think you need multiple of those because you have 3 other women. So, do you have like 4 tests?
Oh shit. Yeah, I'll purchase 2 of them and send 4.
On your way to your harem, great. The politics will not destroy us all.
We will populate the world with little Elwins.
This is how
Alright,
like the Far East went down. You have too many women and like yes, scheming.
All right. Cornelio just says, "You all greatly underestimate the might of the High Elven fleet. We are prepared to deal with the dragon. Observe." And he basically flips the camera on his phone around. you can see from his vantage point on the ship that he's on. He points it at the flagship, of their fleet, the Escalio. This is King Lothrelian's vessel, floating through the sky, and all around it are similar, smaller vessels. You know, you count dozens of them, all sailing through the sky, making their way across the great mountain range that is that separates Oscaria from Rapnesh. He says, "We fear nothing. We fear no dragon." Right, and then in the background of his communication, you hear shouts and alarms as the bells begin to ring. He says, "Ah, you're in luck. It seems that our scouts have spotted the dragon on the horizon. You will be able to bear witness to the elven might." And soaring through the air,
great. Oh my god!
Soaring through the air, you see the massive, powerful flame dragon Zerebor. And Corneliodris, he just stands there. He says, "Witness the power of the elven fleet." Right?
And do they do their war cry? No taxation without representation.
As one, you can see him a beaming smile of pride across his face, as all across the massive elven fleet, the signals are sent out, and these large, what look to you kind of like ballista, or modified, heavily enchanted harpoons or something, are all turned and faced and pointed towards the dragon's direction. Dozens of them across all the gunships. And Cornelio just stands there with a beaming smile, right? And he says, "The king is getting ready to usher the command. At his word, we will fire and drop the dragon from the skies."
Wait, you're using a
Hold on, pause for a sec. I'm gonna take a screenshot of his beaming, smiling face so I can put it on the monument to their fleet when they get their asses handed to them.
Okay.
I'm just taking a screenshot. I don't say it out loud, I'm just taking a screenshot.
And I go, you're using harpoons? How does this work against dragons again?
Harpoons infused with the power of the sun. You do not understand, small gnome.
Doesn't he get his power from the sun or something, being fiery, and the sun being fiery?
Friendly.
Yes,
siege engines or siege weapons are one of those weapons, like, even in my dragon form, them things be fucking me up.
Oh, okay. Okay, we will watch. This sounds good. Should we get some tea ready? Yes, let's get some tea ready. And I will transform back into Renee.
You all might want to find a chair and sit down.
Yes, I am definitely making tea now.
Probably forego the popcorn.
And as one, the ships fire as Zerebor comes into range of the guns of the ships. You see projectiles flying through the sky, streaming, blazing with golden light, traveling impossibly fast through the air, quickly bridging the gap between the dragon and the ships. As one, the dozens of them begin to pepper the dragon, just striking him, bam, bam, just all as one. They impact, and the force of the collision is deafening, even across the devices that you guys are holding. You can see the screen shakes violently, and you can see the concussion wave of force bluster out and tips some of the ships. You can see the ships vibrating and tossing as through the massive winds that are in the force of this blast. And in the haze afterwards, Cornelio just says, "Nothing could have survived such a devastating blow. The elves will make their way to Kent next. and show the demon queen bitch there our
Uh,
Show
power.
us the
10
corpse first before you
10
do anything.
10,000.
Corpse first.
10,000
I've seen this
platinum
movie
says
before.
I
10
know, right?
10,000 platinum says you're wrong.
Can you wait until we see the corpse, please?
Wait, what?
Have you seen the movie Independence Day?
No, have you seen Evolution where it gets bigger and badder? Because yeah, fire and yes.
As the smoke clears, there's more sounds of alarm as across the fleets there's panic begins to rise up as a dragon beats its wings and begins to charge through the haze. Coming forward, there's alarm. There's panic now. The smile on Cornelio's face turns to one of fright as he looks up and says, "That is no dragon."
What?
And the last thing you guys see is Zarabor bearing down on the ship,
What do
and
you
on
mean
his
it's no
back.
dragon?
On his back is riding this person,
Shit! Shit!
and then the
Wish I
connection
could say it
disappears.
was nice knowing you as the connection fails.
That's
Griffin,
cheating.
where are you?
Nope, nope. It's cheating. Miss.
Hubris has always been the elves' weakness.
Teleport time.
No. I'm still recuperating.
Oh, I was conferencing everybody. So okay, Adis is a no, and I'm looking towards everybody else. Anyone available for a Tiamat fight?
I'm
There's
TTF.
shock across their faces.
I'm like yes. What else is new? This is like yes. Okay, yes. Tiamat. Anybody? I'm making a note. Like who can make it.
You
I
can
got some.
you can wait a day. There's nothing you can do to save the elves. Their arrogance has caused this, and there's nothing we can do to prevent
Well, I'm also hoping. there's
Holy
enough-
shit! Did Adis answer?
it.
He did. And yes, I would really like to have some tea parties later at Oscaria. So I'm
Their
very much
realm,
interested in
their
going.
realm is safe, but there's nothing we can do to save their fleet. Their arrogance caused this, and there's nothing we can do to fix it.
Like, are you saying that across the sending stones?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at everyone who's around me and I'm gonna say, "How does he know that?"
I don't know.
Do you see who's on top of that dragon? Are you blind?
I don't
Oh.
know what is. I don't have my phone out. What's he
The connection's really bad. I might be going through a tunnel.
The elves were foolish to think they could challenge a god.
And
As-
is there a mute button on this?
Tyrell says, "This is a dark day indeed. I don't know what the future holds for us, but without one of our greatest allies, our chances have become much slimmer. We know to look out for these demon spires. We will consolidate our forces as best we can. And
Tyrell, can you
God's
send some
help.
mages to the Strala to try to hide and conceal the army?
He says, every man that I take off the teleportation slows the unification of our forces.
When he
If
says
there's
that,
no-
hold on.
if there's
When he
nowhere for
says
them
that-
to go,
I will teleport to Haslin.
if there's nowhere for your soldiers to go because she comes there and destroys it, it won't matter how fast you're sending them through.
Understood.
So by that point, I should have gone to
Okay.
Haslin.
What do you do?
I'm gonna rush up to the king and I'm gonna whisper in his ear, "Yes, tell him you'll send all your mages there."
Very well, Sir Adis. I will send my men. We will hide the location of our army.
Only as many mages as you need to hide the army. Try to minimize how fast you slow down putting your army through.
Very well.
You don't want it drawing to a crawl, obviously, because we need them here. But you do need to conceal them, because they did send an army toward Mistrala. So either one of two things has happened. Either they know your army's marshaling there, or they know about what we put under Mistrala. So either way, your army needs to be hidden.
Very well. We will do it.
At the very least until the dwarves get there so they can back you up.
At this point, Zvorg chimes in. He says, "You know what I see? I see a much weakened defense. And Kent's as the Demon Queen sends her forces out. My people and the Dragonborn will strike from the west and wreak havoc amongst them.
There's another god in Kent's. They will utterly destroy you. Don't be foolish.
Then what would you have us do?"
Wait. We have a friend coming soon. Just be patient. And our friend will deal with this 5-headed bitch. And then together we can deal with the bitch and Quince. Together as a united force. If any of us try to go in there by ourselves, you're just walking into a slaughter. That bitch has freaking generals there that stand 120 feet tall. And are demigods in their own right.
Zvorg just silent.
Trust me, I know one of them tried to step on me.
Killjack chimes in. He says, "Aye, he speaks the truth." Tyrell says, "Very well then. We'll continue as planned. Zvorg, Bartolomeo, please move into an advantageous position, but do not engage. We are not ready, and we cannot afford any more losses."
Your Majesty, could I ask a favor?
Of course.
Could you spare me one of your mages?
I can.
One that can cast 9th level spells.
I have but a few, but I will send him. Where should he go?
I will use a sending spell to tell him where to send him.
Very well. Alright. We have much work to be done. May the gods be with us. And one by one they start disconnecting.
Alrighty.
If he shows up, I'm gonna have him join me in my endeavor. I mean, I know he can only do it once a day, but I'm gonna have him help me.
Okay.
So that's at least an extra one a day.
I would tell Elwin via sending stone privately to probably have that mage have mind blank on him, just in case. Since
Yeah, of course. So I'm pretty sure King Tyrell would tell me what happened, right?
Yeah, you're there.
Yeah.
All right. So before you send him, I will be right back, and I'm gonna go try to find Caliota.
Okay.
Oh, we need
Alright.
Caliota.
Caliota's the shopkeeper lady, right? If
Yes.
I remember right.
Okay. So you go up to after as everyone hangs up, Elwin, you tell Tyrell what?
I'm gonna say, just hold on sending him. We will send a mage, but I just need him to have something before we send him out. And also, I'll explain to him the whole thing, what I think Adis might be compromised. But we don't want to let it up, and this is a perfect opportunity to send a double agent to the double agent, and we can double agent this motherfucker up.
I'm so glad I'm not hearing this. But in any case, I'm trying to contact the elf
Rinley.
again.
Rinley,
And
you also know
the
what the
Antari.
spire is.
Yeah.
What?
You know what the spire
Ada
is.
sent a message to you, tell you what the spire was. He told you what it was.
Oh, okay. But yeah, this corroborates what we have already seen, right? So it's the same
Yes.
thing. So yeah, okay. And I will.
But
try
now
to-
you know their full function and their full capability.
Okay. What was it? But it gets built really fast, right? I mean,
They
it
can
was just a
basically
span
pull
of a couple of
demons
hours.
from pretty much anywhere in hell or the abyss or the heavens and drop them wherever that tower is.
The only question I have is like, why didn't they do this sooner if it can be built that fast? And
Because my assumption would be because the mortal worlds hadn't posed a threat until they started killing all the dragons that were keeping things in line.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Alright, and there's no response from the elves, right? When I try to contact them again.
You're trying right now?
Yeah, I'm trying because I'm like we saw what's her face, and yeah, I'm just trying to see whether they respond.
No response.
Alrighty, and I will lastly call Antares and
Okay.
be like, so by the way, Tiamat, have you thought about killing her? Have you ever like stayed awake overnight and thought, hey, I'm fighting Tiamat. What can I do to take her down in some way, even if I die? Has that ever come up with you, Antares?
And Terry's looks at you, looks into the stone. He says, "It's all I think about."
To be honest, if it was up to me, I'd be happy to go over there and do a bit of damage and then before running away with our lives. But at this point, I'm not quite sure. But if this happens again, would you be in for a short sojourn over to kick her ass?
Roll a
It
d20.
might be a kick with the pinky,
Roll a d20.
but
He says, "Funny of you to say that. I've grown tired of waiting." And you look and you see that he's actually rapidly moving through the sky.
oh my god, oh my god.
Okay. Elwyn, what are you doing with Caliota?
I'm asking her. I'm explaining the situation and see if she has like this kind of spying thing. And I know she has. I'm like, I know you do. You're one of those sneakies.
Elwyn,
Just let
what
me
are
borrow
you saying? What are you accusing a Caliota of?
Remember that one night when we got really drunk and you took me into your bedroom and you took
Elwyn.
advantage of me?
Elwyn.
I'm not saying I didn't like it. I'm just saying I know that you had one of those motes that you can record and things that you can see real time. Sort of like a body cam, but magical.
She says, I might
So-
for personal reasons.
Right.
Oh
Now,
god.
this is literally, I'm not pulling any strings here. This is literally for the good of the world. I need it. You can have. This is what I have on me at the moment.
She says, "Oh, Elwyn, if you promise its safe return, I will allow you to use it. One condition. I get a copy of whatever you film."
Now, I can come through on one of those. You can have a copy of whatever I film. I just cannot
Guarantee.
guarantee it's a return.
She says, "Sounds dangerous. Very well.
Oh, very.
I will allow you to use it."
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll leave all the money I have on the table. So I'm gonna go to zeros on everything.
Okay. Make a
And
note
then I'll
somewhere
go-
for how much you had. I'm not gonna write it down. You write it down somewhere.
Okay. I posted it in chat. Here,
Okay.
but I'll write it down.
I had a question about Biffin Zor because I feel like he was going to be coming back to deal with Tiamat, and now Tiamat is on Oscaria instead of Kans, and I'm like, this is the perfect time to be dealing with her, Biffin,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you were around.
So you work out to send. You start working with. You go back to Tyrell to start working out the sending of a mage over to Adis. Two last scenes before we end tonight. Renly.
Mm-hmm.
It's later that night. You're restlessly in bed, just kind of tossing and turning, and your sending stone begins to chime.
Hello. Oh shoot.
It says, "Renly."
Yes.
Very broken and blood crusting his face. his the armor that bedecked him. You can see the part of his helmet is shattered. He says, "Dragon. The dragon was not alone.
What do you mean?
More power than I thought possible.
Can you escape?
We are dying, Renly." And
If there any way to like triangulate where the sending stone is to like do a teleport or something.
it drops out.
Shit. I mean, with Antares moving in that direction, you know, like and everything, was there any way to like figure out a way to teleport over to that location or something or another?
Possibly. You guys can figure that out next week.
Okay. God damn it!
Hey,
Midas.
Midas, so I can make a note of it about how many hours have gone by since I went to where I went.
We're now in the 14-hour range.
So I would have about 14 of them now.
Okay. As you are inside your mansion, Adis, working diligently, the exhaustion having come over you, your vision is starting to get tired, and you're starting to see double vision a couple times because it's been very strenuous doing what you're doing. But you have erected your defenses, and you're alone inside this mansion, along with your creations. You hear, you think you hear a voice come through you asking, "Hey, what are you doing here? Looks like you're dabbling with things that might be quite dangerous."
Who's this?
You look around, you don't really see anybody.
Seriously.
It's
It's been a long day. Not in the mood for games.
I'm just asking a question.
Making friends.
Aye. Well, you have one here. And stepping out the corner inside your mansion, you see this guy.
Oh, snap! I don't think I've ever met him, though.
No, you have no clue who the fuck this guy is.
I'm like, what's up, dude? Gonna do for you. And
I'm happy
like-
you didn't
I'm
kill
like-
him first.
I'm like, nah. I'm like under a level of exhaustion right now. I wouldn't be able. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, when just because it's gonna be funny when it happens, when douchebag maid shows up and steps through the doorway, yeah, Elwyn's gonna be sorely disappointed.
Okay. So this is where we'll end for the week. Next
Awesome.
next Monday, I have a work trip. I'm going to be traveling for work, and I'm actually not going to have
Alrighty.
an internet connection, so I won't be able to play next week. So
So,
I'll have to wait 2 weeks to see what happens
14 of
next.
those, and
No.
Biffin showed up. I'll make a note of that.
All right, guys.
I think the only thing I'm wondering about is how long it takes for Elwyn to get his stuff together and to get back, because Rennie's hands are tied until, you know, somebody can teleport. So she's just waiting, listening to Antares, and then like she hears this and she's just like, "We need to go! Yeah, we might die, but we need to go! Elwyn, where are you? Elwyn."
Okay.
I gave you my level 28 intelligence sage advice. If y'all choose not to listen to it, that's your fault.
You know, Rennie is very, she's more emotion based than int based in that aspect. And
Oh, no.
even if, you know, she dies, she still wants to stand by her allies and her friends, you know, to help at least, and not be like, "Oh, we gave up
Yeah,
on you because,
but-
you know, you were dead."
But like with mine, it wasn't a giving up on the elves. This, like, from his perspective, this is literally a consequence of their arrogance and their hubris.
Yeah, that is your perspective, exactly. So, yeah, and this is hers. So she's going to try no matter
She's
what.
obsessed with getting those tea parties. And I
Well,
like that.
that's
I like
true.
They had a connection.
There's
They had a
that.
connection.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
I like that angle.
definitely did.
Okay, guys.
Right, dude. I'll see you in 2
apparently the
weeks.
king,
Yes,
lied
yeah.
because he did not fire that dude.
2 weeks. He's his cousin. He can't really
Wait.
fire him.
Yeah, it was very awkward that way. The wife. Oh, the wife.
Oh, that's right. The wife, yeah. The
But
scary
yeah, okay.
wife.
Nighty night,
Alright.
guys.
All
It
right,
was
Alright,
awesome.
later, guys. Thanks, Midas.
Catch you guys.
Hey,
next
Hey,
week.
Elwyn. Hey, Elwyn. I
What's
love it. We're both like playing into each other. I don't even think intentionally. Because I was already planning to go there before you started the whole he's a traitor thing.
But this is awesome. I like that so much.
And then
Like,
the
whole-
it played
we
right
don't say
in.
no.
It played right into your suspicion, like you go to communicate with me, and where the hell's he at? I was actually expecting you all to teleport back there and you'd be gone.
That's interesting. All right, we'll see where
So
that takes
it's
us.
pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
yeah, this is cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
Alex,
this
are
is gonna
we
be a lot of
playing
fun.
tomorrow? Do you want to take